Your son has good taste. Let's bump it. Hello, everybody. It's time for the after chat. The spooky after chat. Well, we answer your ham radio questions. Just because we're 1,000 years old, decrepit, decaying, zombie, skeleton, husk of a man, doesn't mean we can't answer your pertinent amateur radio questions. So we're going to be set up out here taking both your chats, but also your voice comments in the form of this newfangled thing called Discord. Would you like to join us there? Really wish you would. You can. The link is in the video description. Hop on down there. Sign up. I could show you. I know computers. Hold on. I had to get my zombie son to show me how to do this, but let me show you what to do. 1 second. Hold on. Okay. So if you join the Hammer... This is actually my son. Hold on. Wait, no, wait. This is the... Wait, why? Yes, there's too many of them to respond to.
And as a manager, I imagine you have just as many unread emails at work.
You're right, Don. You're absolutely right. No, I read all of them. It's the deleting. I don't delete them because it's like, why? That's like, you're going to just search it.
Oh, well.
That's crazy if you delete your messages.
The servers don't, in our deal, you got 2 gig of space and you exceed that 2 gig of email space and then they start deleting them for you.
Listen, if you delete that stuff, that's how Deborah in accounting gets you. Okay, let me just tell you.
Oh, I get it.
Ghoul to another ghoul. You got to hang on to that stuff. So the important stuff I pull off in like OneNote and all kinds of other stuff. But most of the time I just leave it. Why would you get rid of it?
Mm.
No, so I don't delete stuff. It's just all the unread notifications going down the side, or you have 500 unread emails. No, I could never. I'll mark them all as read, or trash the spammy ones and be done with it.
Frank, let me tell you, when you're like me and you get a lot of messages, you stop caring about that kind of crap real fast.
Okay, fair enough. How is Dr. Hush doing tonight?
I'm still on my potions. We're getting into my potions here, so we're doing good. We're doing real good.
Wonderful.
So how's everybody's ham radio this weekend? Are we liking it? Are we doing a good job?
Oh, last weekend was a blast. I did a POTA and a SOTA.
Oh, at the same time?
No, I had to go 2 different places. But the SOTA was a drive-up, so it was nice and easy.
Mm-hmm. Okay, right on.
And a couple of weeks ago, I got a TS990S, and so I'm loving the 200 watts. And then, running these contests with a beam, whole different world.
Mm-hmm.
It's unreal.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
fun.
And you get the separation a little bit. So it's not just inundation with tons of signals. It's just what you're pointing at. Yep.
Well, yeah, and the thing is, I mean, I've found that, like, I'll try to get these guys, and everybody's jumping on top of me, and then I'm like, wait a minute, no, that's not the exact right direction. You turn it a little bit, and it's like they get your first call.
Mhm.
So there is a little trick to learning to aim it.
I hear you. Right on, right on. All right. So what we like to do to kick things off here is anybody who's here for the first time, first timers, right? We want to help you get on the air, solve whatever questions you're dealing with, get you, maybe not even on the air, just you're curious about something. Okay. You guys get first crack here. All the new zombies are welcome to ask their questions first. So if you're here for the first time, never been before, want to ask a question, it can be both or just one, doesn't matter. So if you're here for the first time, like to say hi and or ask a question, come forward now. PTT that sucker and just say your name or whatever, and we'll pull you out.
Yeah, I'm. This is Garth, AK1J, and I have a DX Commander, the 12.4. It goes down to the 80 meters, and when I check it with my Nano VNA, it shows that it's very narrow. The curve is very sharp.
Oh,
Is there any way to adjust that?
which band specifically?
80.
80 meter.
Oh,
And it's high Q no matter what. Yeah.
is it running a coil?
Yes, it has a coil.
Yeah, it has a coil on it, about 2/3 the way up.
So the coil is going to reduce or increase the Q, and increasing the Q means you've added inductance in the form of a coil, and it's going to narrow the usable bandwidth. So when you say it's a very tight dip, how tight is it? Like, if you know, do you know, like what's the usable frequency range? If I could ask that question.
That's a good question. I'll have to look at it again, but it kind of cuts it down to maybe a quarter of the total bandwidth for the 80 meter band.
That's I hate to say it, it's like that's pretty reasonable for throwing a coil onto 80 meters. It's not fantastic. You don't want that, but you'd have to put up an extremely long piece of wire if you wanted to get around that, which you can do, but you're going to have to go like dog leg. You're going to go all the way up the mast and then dog leg out a piece of wire way out into the boonies to get you a full length set. So which frequency range is it the most narrow on? Like which space? Because hypothetically, and sorry, I'll just add this. So 80 meters is a huge band. So people oftentimes refer to it as like 75 meters and then like 80 meters. So 75 meters is going to be the voice portion of 80 meters, which is way, way, way high up on the side of the band space, and then everything else is going to be on the lower side. So what about side is it?
Right now, I've got it set up so it's more in the voice portion of it. So, or the phone. Yeah, but like I said, I'd never. This is the first time ever setting this up, and it just kind of surprised me because everything was fairly flat for all of the other bands, and all of a sudden I get to the 80 meter, and it's like it's very sharp with that V, and so it's like okay, everything I could find online said yeah, that's kind of normal, but
Yeah.
So I don't expect that there's very much I could do with that unless I'm setting up a dipole for something similar.
Even
so
a dipole,
to get around that problem.
Yeah, even a dipole won't cover the entirety of.
Okay, that's good to know.
So
There is a way to do it, but it requires a caged dipole. It requires well, no, I mean they make them, and they're about $1,000. But yeah, you can cover the entire 80 meter band. It's just a really big antenna with
Good to know. I was just curious because, like I said, I didn't know.
Yeah, so if you want to get rid of that inductor and just go with a really long wire, you'll get significantly more bandwidth. But that may not be the jam. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, makes sense. Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Cool. Yeah, right on. All right. Who else is here? Now we got the ice broken. You understand what it is here in the lab, in the Ham Shack laboratory. Who's next? Who is here for the first time and like to say hi or ask a question? Come now. potions.
Hi, I'm Dan, N7BUH.
Hey, Dan, how you doing? Go ahead, man.
Not too bad. I don't have a question. I just wanted to come and say hi. And I don't know. I had a really good POTA activation yesterday.
Why don't you tell us about your POTA activation? What radio antenna were you running, and how many contacts did you make in whatever time you did?
Well, it was my first time meeting up with another ham. I met him through another Discord, the CWO Discord. So we used his radio, a 7300. So I'm a CW op, and I usually run QRP. So that was my first time trying 100 watts. And then we used the KJ6ER performer antenna.
Oh,
and we got some crazy pileups.
Excellent.
100 watts is awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, I broke my bug, which is unfortunate. But other than that, it was great.
Cool. I appreciate. Well, that's yeah, right on, man.
Dan, I have a quick question for Dan.
Yeah, go for it.
You said you were using the KJ6ER performer. Did you contact K6EGG at the POTA Park today at all?
No, I don't think I did. I activated yesterday.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Okay. Cool. Well, thank you, Dan, for joining us. I appreciate it. All right. Now you guys get the idea. We want to roll through your questions and help you out as much as we can. So who's next? Who's here for the first time? Like to say hi or ask a question. Come now. And if you didn't know, you got to set the PTT button in the settings. So I see a ton of people in here. Got a ton of people. You just want to talk more about the laboratory setup? We can do that too. We can hang out in the laboratory. I've got that Yaesu that needs to get on digital, so we can test the fan. But I don't think we're there yet. That's right. Where is it? Long-time listener, first-time callers. That's good. Yes, that's what we're talking about.
You've got a question in chat. What's the best CW straight paddle for a CW noob $100 price range?
Well, if you're going CW nude, yes, nude. I heard that correctly. No, I don't know. So $100 price range for probably, what is it? Is it American
CW Morse?
Yeah, CW Morse. Yeah. In fact, let me see. Let me see. Where's my hello? Hello. There we go. So if you go to CW Morse, very inexpensive keys. They are 3D printed, but a lot of them have, metal parts as well. And yeah, you can get whatever you want. Single lever, side swiper, cootie as they're called, iambics, you name it, they got it. Yeah, there's a number of other things. Yeah, check them out.
Camelback.
Camelback.
Yeah, that's the ones I like.
Oh, the one with the little, yeah. Nah.
Yeah, the little knob that you pull up with, yeah.
Yeah, they're cool. There you go. Yeah, check that out. Let's see. I was looking in the chat. Oh, let's see. So Fortnite Bros asks, "Hi Josh, I'm watching your technician videos and I'm trying to get my license soon. Any recommendation for radios for HF, UHF, VHF? I already have a Quancheng UVK5, or just tips in general." This is so broad, your question. Very open-ended. How much do you want to spend? Because the costs of something that does HF, UHF, VHF can get very expensive. So how much do you want to spend, buddy? Oh,
while we're waiting for a response there, I did tag him and say, "Come on into Discord if you could." That way we get it a little more live.
That's right. Join us. I don't like dealing with Chrome on Windows. It pisses me off. The doctor hates the chrome in Windows. But anyway, here, look at this little pooty keg. Pooty keg.
Mm-hmm.
Get your pooty keg on.
They make good keys. I've got several of them.
Yeah. I have
He
only the single lever, but
He
the
says-
iambic's pretty cute.
He says probably around 300 or 400.
Oh.
Comment.
Okay. So see, this is why you gotta join us in the chat, because I'm gonna follow up with, is that like all in, or is that just radio? Because you got to go buy an antenna, you need a power supply or a battery. There's a number of things that go along with that, right? So there's usually a bit of give and take to these kind of discussions. So we're trying to do this live. If you're talking about $340 all in, there's nothing that really does VHF, UHF, HF all in for $400. It just doesn't exist. Was there a comment? Go ahead, comment.
Oh, I had a comment about the ham radio duo single lever key.
Okay, go for it.
Yeah, I picked one up from Becky and Mike, and I really like it, enjoy it. It's got a magnetic return instead of spring-loaded, so it's even all the time.
Okay, nice.
I also got the Navy knob. Some people get the other kind, but the Navy knob gives you something to hold on to so your wrist doesn't move the whole time.
Go Navy.
Beat Army.
The Navy knob, meaning the Camelback?
Yeah, the Navy knob.
No, the Camelback.
No, it's a Navy knob.
No,
It's
it's a Camelback.
Well, if you buy it from them,
Wait,
it's a Navy knob.
no. So hold on. So you guys are talking about two separate things. A Camelback means the arm has a bend in it. The knob is not a Camelback. The Navy knob is the knob. So this comes in a variety of different options. So this one is a Camelback arm with a knob. You're both
ham
saying the
radio-
same thing. You're both saying true things. You're just talking about completely different things.
Yeah, the Ham Radio Duo sells one that they 3D print that they specifically made for guys to carry to the field, and with that magnetic instead of a spring load, it sure is consistent. It's nice.
It does not have the Navy knob, the one that I have, though. Mine just has a little.
Mine
dish.
does.
Oh, so
Mine
I
does.
just got the flat one. Mine's flat.
You got the wrong one. See?
Yeah.
Just kidding, Josh.
I can work it. I can work the knob anyway. Wait, what?
See?
It's fine. Yeah. So there you go. Okay. Let me get this out of the way. All right. Now, hopefully, you guys get the idea. There's a lot of people in here. A lot of people in here this week. So, who's here for the first time that'd like to say hi or ask a question? Come now, and the professor will welcome you. Hello, everyone. Literally no one knew? Disgraceful.
How about a second time?
Yeah, that works. Go for it.
I don't have a license. I enjoy listening to the ham, and I enjoy your show.
Thank you. That's it?
I would use it only in emergency if I couldn't use my cell phone. I have property, and I carry it with me at all times.
What's the reason you don't just get your license? You probably spent more time thinking about hypothetical situations than just getting your license.
I have a lot on my plate, and it's just sitting down and doing it. I have an uncle, great uncle, California,
Mhm.
who gave me a radio. It got stolen from somebody at work. I was a Kenwood, and so I bought a Buffwing.
Okay.
And
Mhm.
I just enjoy it. I've got a little rubber came with it, and then I've got the whip that goes with it. I'll put the whip on when I'm walking around. If I'm going to go someplace, I'm going to climb around or Go to a place that might break it. Use the little rubber antenna. I'm in
Well-
Northwest Florida, and I can pick up repeaters at Tallahassee with their just rubber antenna, so I get good reception.
Comment?
Okay, I hear you that you got a lot on your plate, but they've made it so dang simple now that I almost can't accept too much on your plate as a reason, to be honest. No offense, I'm not coming down on you, but talking about like hamstudy.org for studying for free, you can test online. It's painless. It's virtually painless. So I'm challenging you only in the sense that we'd like you to join us. We'd like you to be able to transmit in the clear, not have to have a hypothetical boogeyman emergency situation that you're trying to, work a way around how you can figure out how to use the radio. Just get your license, man. It's so easy. It's so easy. And it's a lot of fun. So I highly encourage you to join us out here.
I prefer with my neighbors. We would use a family radio, chatting. If I was to get any license, it would be for the group. My whole family could be involved on it.
Well,
Because my family is going to use.
You can
ham
have
radio.
both. You can have both. And I encourage you
know.
to have both. I encourage you to get GMRS, and I encourage you to get your license. So 100% GMRS for the family. Yeah, buddy. Love it. Give everybody a radio. Go nuts. And then you have the amateur radio so that you can be the one to broker conversation with a lot more frequency coverage, a lot greater capability that you can't do with GMRS. And that's a pace plan right there. That's building a pace plan, right?
That is the goal.
All right, man. I got videos on YouTube. Covers a technician license. Go to hamstudy.org. It's free. Start studying now. I'm encouraging you, sir. I know you can do it. All right.
Besides, you learn a lot when you do it.
Yeah, it's really not that difficult.
Get in there, man. I believe in you. All right?
And if you have an issue with testing, there's literally right here in this Discord a testing section where you can go, hey, I'm ready to take a test. And probably within 24 hours or less, they'd have enough VEs to get you tested. At this point, though, you'd have to wait on the FCC to open up back up to get your license.
Doesn't matter. They're still not going to drop them. So, it just might take a little longer. But the HRCC testing group, they're all going to be good stuff. Just go take it. It's easy. I literally, just to put this into context, right? Just to put this into context. So just go straight to me here, zombie mode. I had a person come out to me at DEF CON, and they're like, I got on a plane to go to Las Vegas for DEF CON, and I downloaded all your videos, my videos for doing technician. They watched all of them on the plane, landed, and then took the test with the Ham Radio Village, passed it. Literally the most ham radio crash course version of getting your license possible. It's super easy. Technician is super, super painless. You'll be able to do it no problem. I guarantee it. All right.
Comment?
Go ahead, Mark. Yeah.
The other thing that you often say that I think maybe we can pass on to this gentleman is if you wait for the emergency, you're not going to know how to use your radio.
That's
who to talk to.
That's generally my argument too, Mark. I think that's a good point. I think that's a true statement.
To answer that, I used to work in a prison, and I used the prison radio. So I know I could talk to the police if I needed to.
Yeah,
I know how to use the radio.
And usually, and I hate to say this, Cayman, but like usually people come back with some kind of thing like that. It's not the same kind of communication. I know that you can PTT. I know that you can do all that stuff. Or maybe you're even out there. You got a Baofeng, so you're probably out there programming it. It's not the same thing as actually using it and being comfortable with it as amateur radios are. It is different. It is a subtle difference. But I hear you, man. We're not coming down on you. We're encouraging you to join us. It's a wonderful hobby.
I understand.
Okay, good. I appreciate that. Did you have any other questions other than that?
No, I just wanted to pop my head in and say hello. Second time to chat. First time we chatted about my trying to use a repeaters
Okay.
with family. And
Right on.
what was long story short, I probably would never be able to reach the distance I want to go.
Ah, okay. Well, there you go, man. Well, yeah, thanks for joining us, and appreciate you hanging out. All righty. Next, who's next? Anybody out there for the first time? Joining us for the first time on Discord, link is in the video description. Would like to say hi or ask a question. The floor is literally yours.
Thank you for SRE, Josh. I'd like to use my free question.
All right, we're cashing in your ticket. Go for it. How you doing?
So, a year in, I've been enjoying digital stuff, mostly, FT8, FT4. Got Windmail working, but I'd like to figure out how to do RTTY and some of the other type modes. Do you have any videos you've built on those?
Yeah, so I think if you go back and look up, I participated in the RTTY contest, and I showed everybody how to set up their computer for RTTY. So if you just go to my channel and search RTTY, you should be able to find YouTube videos that cover how to do it. But the shorter answer is go down and download an application called FL Digi, and you're going to set it up much like you would set up WSJTX, albeit a little bit more complicated. But RTTY is very straightforward. It's very easy to get set up. And instead of it just being very like just push buttony, kind of like you are with WSJTX, you do have to go in and like create macros. And the macros are going to be a little bit different than you might be used to, but it's pretty straightforward.
Did you do a video describing how to do that?
I believe so. Yeah, if you search
Frank dropped it.
There you go. Yeah, Frank just dropped it. Yeah, so go check out that video on RTTY, radio teletype.
All right. Well, thank you. My call was well worth it.
Yeah, right on, man.
And y'all new guys, you do know how to see the chat, the Discord chat.
Ah, yes. Let us tell them, Don. Let us tell them. So if let's see.
Well, go ahead.
I was going to bring up the screen here. So here's Discord, dragging it up here. So if you join the Discord, there's all these chat rooms right here, all this crazy stuff we got going on. And if you go down to live-stream, click on that. That's the text chat. And then 2 below that is live-stream/after chat. And that's the voice chat. So text chat, voice chat. You can do both at the same time. And you should. That's how you take the most value out of being a part of the after chat. Okay.
And if you like Jody's memes, check out live-stream-meme. And
Yes.
Jody dropped some hot bangers in there.
Yes. Oh, speaking of that, actually, let's go back to Discord for a second, because I do want to show the cool little history thing that Jody pulled up. So Jody found images of the Gibson girl, and the reason why it was shaped like that is because you literally put it between your legs, and the crank is on the top, and they hand crank that sucker, almost like they're grinding coffee. And there is the wire. You can see it's antenna wire, the lead up clip, all that stuff to secure it to the boat, and it's actually on a reel. So it's a freaking kite. Like where's the kite image? Next one. It's literally a box kite. And so you would assemble this kite and then, fish it out into the open ocean, because you had to. There's no other elevation, right? You're in the open ocean, specifically in the Pacific. Then you'd have to do something like that to stretch it out. And that's how it functioned. And so yeah, there it is. Look at that. Isn't that cool? Crazy, man.
So while you're doing that, somebody just mentioned that apparently the link to Discord is no longer good. So I'm going to grab a new link for you and drop it.
You can, but I doubt that it's bad. You probably just... So a lot of folks, let's keep in mind, got to remind everybody, I don't own Discord. I got nothing to do with Discord as a parent company. So if you click on the link and it says like invalid link or whatever, it's likely because you have a Discord account that you have to recover. many moons ago, you probably clicked on a link and joined a Discord, and then you forgot your logon, forgot all that stuff. You have to recover your account to be able to log in, and then once you do that, then you can log in and you can join us. It's kind of funky. I don't understand exactly how Discord does all their stuff, but almost inevitably, when someone has a problem, it's because they literally have an account they have to recover. So there you go.
And it's not your fault that you have to put in a phone number.
No, it's not my fault you have to do a phone number, other than we get bot rated. We get a ton of, like, geez, our Discord competes with, not like the big gamer Discords or anything like that, but we are over 30,000 people on our Discord, which is a ton of people. And because of that, we have to have certain protections in place so that we don't get bot rated and all that fun stuff.
And yeah, I just tried to link in your description, and it's good, so I just dropped it for you.
Yeah, no, I assume literally it comes up a lot, Frank, where somebody's like, oh, the Discord link's broken. And I'm like, nah, it's not broken. You just have to recover your account.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I have enough bandwidth to also own Discord. All right. Let's see. Who else? Is there anyone else in there? First timers would like to say hi or ask a question. Come now for the spooky after chat. See, every time I drink the potion, then sometimes the zombie affliction goes away for a second. That's how that
Or
works.
if you switch scenes.
Yeah. Sometimes, it goes up and down. Goes up and down, Gotta get my potions.
So FAFO group on YouTube has asked us a couple times, and they tagged you the last time with that question.
I saw it. Yeah. Hey, Josh, have you seen on the FTX one under radio settings, then mode data, there is a setting mod source that has Bluetooth for options. Does that mean data over Bluetooth? I don't know. I literally just got the dongle today. In fact, I forgot the little buffer pad that I got to add. But I'm skeptical. And the reason I'm skeptical is latency. There's latency in Bluetooth. So I'm a little skeptical that it actually works that way. But we might be able to test it. I might have a laptop that can do that. That might be a video that I have to make, to be honest, to go deep dive that.
Yeah, and I heard, and this goes back to even when Prep M Paul was out there at the Japan show. They said the Bluetooth was only for audio and video.
Yeah, that's what I remember. But
yeah.
So the FAFO group is right that if it's in modulation source, that would imply that it's coming off of the Bluetooth. So I agree with him, or they.
Yeah.
I agree with what they're saying, that it could be a source, but I don't think it is. That would be actually pretty awesome, because I would be like, oh crap, yeah.
Well, they lied about the extension cable, right, for the head,
dude.
So who knows?
Maybe I should go get that laptop.
John, I'm going to leave it at this. I don't think they lied about it. I just don't think the correct information was given to the public-facing entities to be released to the public. I think.
Well, there's a difference between that and specifically saying no.
You're splitting hairs a little bit, Frank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're giving him a benefit of the doubt. Yeah. I don't mind you doing that, but
I don't either.
Yeah,
I like John.
I don't.
But at the same time, he was like, "No, it'll void your warranty." There's all kinds of. There was a whole debacle on that.
Oh yeah.
So it's a wire, dude. It's a wire. Just say it. It's fine.
Yeah.
Like, it's not a big deal. All that did was create people like Mike K&MRD. I think he might be in the chat. I heard a hey now earlier. Do we have a Mike? There he is. Mike,
hang on, let me give a. Oh my!
Oh my! What gave you the inspiration to go off and make a long wire to extend your FTX?
What? The head, Mike. The cable in the head.
you made
Gave
a
me the
video.
inspiration.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, because they said you couldn't. You told about the. I'm sorry, I was editing
Yes.
a video.
No, you answered yes because they told you can't do it, and you're like, the hell I
Yeah.
can't.
Dude, can't is literally the only word in every language ever spoken that you can say to me that will offend me. It's just not in my vocabulary.
Yep. There you go. Yep.
And spite. A lot of spite.
So there you go. Yeah, they came out pretty harsh saying, no, you cannot do this, and everybody was like, bet. Let's see if we can't do it.
Well, if that's the case, then we should tell Mike he can't learn computers.
There's a certain aspect to that, Don, where I know my limits. So I know where I excel at, and I know my handicaps, my strengths and weaknesses, if you will.
Don, I will go one better for you. Mike, you can't do networking.
Actually, I can, because I called Steve, N8AR, the inventor of the Sherry Pie Hat, because he and I are friends, because we're like old ham radio club buddies back in my South Lyon, Michigan club days. So he and I zoomed, and we figured out how to network how to forward a port, report a forward, however you do that.
Yeah.
And then we did some other things. Dude, that is so out of my wheelhouse. 100% could not do that right now.
So what you and I talked about the other day you got working then?
I don't remember what we talked about 5 hours ago when we were texting, Frank.
The remote control, the ICOM, the True Network.
Oh, no. And then, so I watched a couple of videos on that, and then I watched one of Josh's videos, and I'm like, nope, not going to happen. Because somebody somewhere said, like, port forwarding, I feel.
I said
I'm
it
out.
to you. Yeah, I said that to you. Yeah, just get Vern over there. He'll set it up for you.
No, Vern is not allowed to move. Put him on restriction.
Oh,
After he got zapped by power lines 100 feet above his head. No, he needs to be in a bubble.
Well, I'm not going to tell you to have Frank do it because, well, we know. Have Jason come over and do it then.
Anyway, Josh, is this the YouTuber time, or are you just saying hi? I don't want to steal your show here.
No, it was just,
shut up, Frank.
I was talking about why you went out and did the cable extension on the FTX because it was an interesting little little side path.
I'm sorry.
You're always welcome to jump in and add your thoughts. When anything happens like that.
I got a little carried away with Frank there. Sorry.
No, it's fine. I blame Frank more than you, personally.
I take the blame. I take it 100%.
Enough of this nerd talk. Carry on, Josh.
I'm still into my potions. The potions are fantastic tonight, so thank you, everybody.
What's been your favorite potion of the evening? You're on your second or third?
Abuelito is so good. And I got another one right here I'm about to crack. God, it's so good. I know, Mike, this is not your kind of beer. I appreciate that.
So what? Dude, I worked in the craft beer industry.
I know.
Like traveling around
mead.
the country selling mead.
Dude, I know. I
get
when
it.
I say that,
it.
Mike, when I say that, it's not taking anything away from you other than respect because you've tried it all and you're like, I like this particular thing and I respect it. I'm taking nothing away from you.
I would never think you would be trying to take anything away from me. I want everyone to enjoy whatever they're drinking. I don't care.
That's right.
As long as you're happy. Yeah. That's the goal.
And Josh, where are those coming from?
It's coming from the La Jara Brewing Company in I don't know if that qualify as Norwalk, California, but it's real close to my house. Local brewery. Cool guys. I hung out with them. My sticker is literally on the door of one of their cold boxes. Cool folks. And I try and give them a shout out whenever I can. So if you're ever in the SoCal Norwalk area, hit up La Jara Brewing Company and check out the Abuelito. It's very good.
Yeah, that's definitely Norwalk because that's right there off of Excelsior, right?
It's right across the street from the Lowe's off of Carmenita.
Last question.
Okay, yeah.
Yes, sir.
That's Spanish for the Tara.
Abuelito? Oh, La Jara? I don't know what the actual Spanish is for that. The something. The Tara? The land?
Trying to quote Chris Farley there, buddy.
Oh, okay. I totally lost on me. I didn't get it. Sorry.
It's Spanish for the Nino.
The Nino.
El-
That's the one.
El
I would have got
Tara.
that if you said that. Okay.
La Tara.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Jesus.
It's Spanish for the Nino. I would have got that, but yeah. So nobody has any nobody said anything about my new book that I added to the. It's right next. I put it right next to my ARRL handbook. Did anybody catch the book that I got?
I said that in the live stream. You have the handbook for the recently deceased.
Amazing, right?
What
so
is
cool.
actually inside that though?
It's a
like
box.
It's got to be totally just.
It's a box. No, it's a box.
Oh, it's just a box.
It's a
Okay.
magnetic box. It's supposed to be just a showpiece. It's just a showpiece.
Well, that is the highlight.
Dude, oh yeah.
I caught it. I caught it early on.
I saw that and I'm like, coming with me. It's coming with me. Let's go.
I thought that was out of a game or something
No,
too.
it's
and I don't.
Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice. straight up.
Okay, that's it.
So my former company switched to some kind of software that did all your shipping and receiving, all your point of sale, everything, and it was horrible. I can't remember. It's a German company. Can't remember what it is, but it's terrible. So I screen grabbed every kind of instruction they would send our way, and I put it in a binder, and I labeled that binder the Handbook for the Recently Deceased, a SEC or whatever it was handbook.
Mm-hmm.
That's my story.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Because the software was so bad, the manual was called Handbook for the Recent. I'm striking out tonight, boys.
I do like the reference to the title though.
Mm-hmm.
I do like that. You're not striking out. That was good. It's gold. Sorry, I was responding. I was pulling up a after chat or a super chat. KE8ZGV. Man, sorry about the CW load on that one, my guy. Would like your advice for a jumper cable for my FTX 10 to tuner to my box outside, roughly 6 feet. I have LMR 400 running to my wire antenna. So, who has an FTX 1 with a tuner? What's the cable like? Or somebody drop a link to the cable and we'll pull it up. And
That says FTX 10. Or
FTX 10.
Did he mean that? Because, an FTX 10, it's just a SOT 39.
Yeah,
and I would just get a, 3 or 4 foot, even a 1 foot cable if you can. And but it doesn't have to be like LMR 400. It could be, RG8X generally, because it's only carrying the signal into the tuner. Because I don't understand going from the radio to the tuner, and then there should be another one going from the tuner to. And I'm not sure what the box outside means. That's. I have.
I'm assuming he's remoted the tuner somewhat. Like he's got the tuner away from his station area.
He corrected himself. FTDX 10.
FTDX
right.
10.
Okay, yeah. It's still I would RG8X would be fine.
No, I think he's talking about the control cable, the power cable / all that stuff. So you just
then the power cable wouldn't run for the FTDX 10, right?
Well, he didn't tell us what tuner he's running. No, Don, hold on.
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Usually a radio, when you're running an external tuner, has some kind of a control cable that leaves it. In the case of an ICOM, it's usually a bundle cable where one is the control cable, and it's like a tip ring sleeve control cable, and the other is a power cable that you plug into the back of the radio, and the radio provides power to the tuner, so it does both. It's a twofer.
Yeah.
But usually those cables are pretty short. You maybe get 3 feet at best. So he's talking about how to do that over a longer distance. He said 6 feet.
Yeah, my external tuner's 18 feet, but it doesn't work that way. It's an LDG external tuner. And you run that from your radio into a box. That box has power. Mm-hmm. That power goes out over the coax to the remote tuner. And so it's just coax going out to the remote tuner. So, yeah, it depends, I guess, on the tuner as well, right?
Yeah, absolutely. It sounds like this might be control cable because I think that's what he's thinking. But yes, if it was just a coax jumper, then yeah, just give it whatever, length of coax cable you need to.
Yeah, and I've got several runs of, again, from my shack, probably 12, 15 feet of just standard power cable, the black-red wires from with the power poles on either end of it. And I've run those, and they go 12, 14 feet to whatever my device is outside, because I have several devices.
Okay, so we're clarifying this further. They're looking for a coax connector to the outdoor connection. RG8X is fine for 6 feet? Oh, yeah. RG8X is fine. By the way, LMR 400 is also fine. If you have just a piece of LMR 400, a clipping, you just re-terminate it, and you can use that. You'd be fine.
Shout out to ABR Industries RG8X because it's actually LMR 240 and is double shielded with a braid and a foil. Just saying.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, mine are 12-foot, the 213 equivalents. So, and that's because I'm running power over them. And that goes from my amplifier out to the antenna genius.
It's an antenna genius.
Mm-hmm. Well, you know what that is, right?
Yeah, I do. But
those are cool. They're just cool.
No, yeah. So I got some kind of I saw, yeah, there it is, K6ARK on 7.27 CW. But I saw Adam in the after chat. Adam, are you portable right now?
No, I'm out in the shop testing a new radio. I'll post a picture in the chat here.
Oh, okay. Ham alert on CW, not doing an activation. So you're working something right now. You're playing around. He's gonna drop something.
Yeah, there it is.
Nice. You got one?
Pacificon 40. I did.
I tried to get one and I couldn't.
But you'll notice, let me post what it's supposed to look like. Let's see, where the hell is it? Of course, I can't leave things stock. I have to mod things. So that's the original design with the little tiny screen. I was like, I don't want that little screen. I want a big ass screen. So I went with a 2.4 inch, same pixel resolution.
Oh, that's the original.
64 by 128 or something.
Yeah.
So you can see the difference. You can see that I kind of overhauled the thing just to try to make it a little more stylish and user friendly. So
I like your design. Do you have an extra one? Can I buy it from you?
No, I don't. I got lucky to get this one. So
Right on. Okay, well,
it's
I like
pretty cool.
I like the case too. Nice choice on the case colors. Okay, hold on, my son. What? No, podcast night. Talk to mommy. If you're gonna watch a movie, you better go watch it now. Start it now for you and your brother. All right, let me go back to Zombie Me. Okay, hello everybody. Please, if you have not, Jesus, I'm gonna rip the whole shack apart right now. If we have anybody, this is kind of last call for a little while. For newcomers, if you're here for the first time, you've never been on the Ham Radio Crash Course Discord, I'm so sorry that this is the first day that you decided to join us. Bit of a theme night tonight. First timers would like to say hi or ask a question on Discord. Come now. You do have priority. We want to get your questions answered, so go for it.
Good evening, Josh.
Is that a booger I see? Is there a booger?
That's booger.
What's up, man?
Not much. I'm fanboying it pretty hard, especially with Mike being on and all. I was down in Houston here. Oh, I was down in Houston, and I was sitting there trying to get him, just be weird and tackle him at the park that he always goes to. But I got called away for work.
Don't do that. Don't tackle the man.
Well, at least
Mike's scrappy. I think he can take care of himself. You got to be careful.
Well, I don't know. Somebody from Michigan, once in a while, they get a little soft and they got to move to Houston. So
I don't know. He'll flick a burger pretty hard, I think.
Anyway, I'm fanboying it hard.
Bring it. We're going to have a booger flicking contest.
Well, hey, I'm going to be out your way on Wednesday. I'll be over in Commerce doing some work for LA County. So anyway, I got my technician license in December, and it'll be rolling up on a year here shortly. Mm-hmm. Dove into it. You are the one started me down this path a couple of years ago. I was watching just some videos on some GRMRS radios, and anyway, make a long story short, because there's far more superior topics to talk about, but dove into it. I've gotten a couple of radios. I bought a Kenwood because of your input, and I really enjoy it. Man, it's complex.
It is.
I dove into the pool without any floaties, so I'm still struggling a little bit on a couple of things. Only question I have for it is there any other pitfall places where you can go and just those little pitfalls? Let me give you an example. I bought a FTM, Yaesu FTM 510 DR. Mm-hmm. And everything I read, I thought I was on task, that it did GMRS, but it doesn't. So it's just those little things that have been biting me at my heels, and I was just curious if there's some other advice or place to go to just make sure that I don't go down a dark hole and it's hard to get back out of.
Particularly with the Kenwood?
Kenwood, or just a little bit of radio stuff, just any of that stuff. And I apologize, I know it's a very broad question. No, we could go down multiple places with it, but
Honestly, your question is like philosophical to a sense, right? So the reality is that a lot of radios have something like that. They're good at one thing, but they don't do that very niche thing you're looking for. And that's why so many hams own so many radios, because there isn't a ham radio that puts all those features into one box, largely because there's just not room for all that crap. That's just one very simplistic approach to it. But it's true that there's no like perfect radio. There's like maybe the best radio for the price point, and even the best radios at the highest price point likely doesn't do something that you want it to do. The question that you have to ask yourself is, how often are you going to do that very particular thing that you need the radio to do, and does it matter most of the time? And so I've found that I gravitate to like 3 handhelds most of the time, and they cover all of my bases. But when I'm using any one of them, there's something I would like it to do that the other one does, right? And so case in point, I'll give you an example. So the ICOM ID50, right? IC50, sorry, is superb for battery life, but also it has the best implementation of a GPS kind of, information coming into the radio to tell you what the best repeaters are in your area, right? So it's really, really good when you're going into the field, or when you're going on travel, like to a different, like a city you don't really go to. So like you come into LA, whatever, that's a great radio for that. But it doesn't do APRS. It doesn't have a KISS TNC built into it. It doesn't do that other stuff. So that's when I go grab the Kenwood, or I go grab the VGC N76 and use that for that geeky digital mode stuff. If I just want to be scanning around, being prepared, if I'm in a new city, be able to talk on repeaters, the ICOM's the way to go. But then you got to deal with not having different features, right? It's just kind of the nature of the beast at this point. That makes sense?
Well, I appreciate that. And again, I apologize for being so broad spectrum of the questions.
No,
But
it's a good question.
no, I'm geeking out. And I've got my Am Shack, and I have some geek spasms out there hanging out doing FT8 and learning that and playing around with some other stuff. So anyway, and Mike, I'm just messing with you, buddy. You are a kindred spirit. Someday I hope to meet you guys, and we'll hang out for a little bit. But thank you again for this. I listen all the time. Just never had the Kenyatas to get on and say hello.
Well, does anybody else have any comments on that or any thoughts? Mike, you want to dive in on that? Go for it.
Yes, I'm changing the color on my new 4K display, so I was only half paying attention.
Yes.
Whatever he said was good, though.
Oh, yes. No, the question was basically, you could go buy the most expensive handheld, but it doesn't do like everything, right? There's always pitfalls. There's consolations, compromises you make with picking a radio because there's no radio that does everything. And he was wondering if there's any big compromises with some of the major radios out there that you know of that you've noted in the past.
Not with any of the major radio. I mean, well.
Oh, here we go.
No.
Okay.
The FTX leaves a bit to be desired, but it's still an amazing radio because it's the first of its kind and it sounds amazing. Oh, Yesu.
Well, and if I could add again, I apologize. I don't mean to monopolize, but I did on the FT8. I got me a little G90, and then I went and got a DigiRig, and I just struggled to get it working. And I mean, I banged my head a few nights, and then I live literally within 40 minutes of DigiRig. I can go over there and stand on their front door and yell at them. But and then I finally just set it aside. And a buddy of mine said, "Well, why don't you get the Zygoos audio box?" And I can't think of the number right off the top of my head. Plug that thing in, and it was like, oh, the light came through the clouds, and the thing just took off. And
the G19, is it a black box?
Yeah, the black box.
USB-C? Yeah,
yeah.
That thing's amazing.
Dude, that thing was the bomb. I was about to huck that radio out into the trash can, and I plugged that thing in, and it was like angels started singing, and FT8 kicked in, and off we went.
I completely understand everything, all of your emotions and everything you're saying, yes.
It's
which fantastic.
Which one? What was that?
The DE19 with the G90 to get data, the FT8.
Yeah.
Like easier than a DigiRig. I love me some DigiRigs.
Yeah, but the DE19
DE19
particularly is a really good interface. Yep.
Dude. Yeah.
Yeah, it was like the little the shoe cobbler. All the little gremlins came in, hooked everything up, turned it all on, and I was off to the races, and I was just giddy as a schoolgirl.
Yep.
So, but yeah, I was having some geek spasms out there in my Radio Shack.
That's awesome.
Thanks, Josh. I appreciate you doing this, and thank you for letting me talk for a little bit. Appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Absolutely. Well, thanks for joining us. Appreciate you. Hang out anytime. Oh, it looks like 20 meters. Oh, no, what it was is I switched over to the... God, that contest is still going. Here, so pay attention to the screen right now. I'm going to switch the antenna back over to the Yaesu. I switched it over to the ICOM to see if I could get K6 ARK, but he's actually just playing around with radios. Let's see. Oh, yeah. 14 meters is...
I can send again if you want to see if you can hear me. I stopped sending I just sent a few CQs. So
yeah, go for it.
Let's see. Let me get hooked back up here. It'll be about a minute.
Oh, I got the wrong key set up here.
Adam sent just enough CQs to trigger a ham alert and then disappeared.
That's what he did. I don't know why it does that. That's pissing me off. It's because I don't have it going.
Is that the equivalent of an Adam Kerchunk?
Yeah.
I know why. I'm an idiot. I got the
Is
CW
that
key.
Dan Aykroyd's vodka bottle?
It is.
skull?
It is. It's a horrible vodka. Horrible vodka.
I did not mind it. I feel
Oh.
in my late 20s, we drank that because we're all metalheads.
I will tell you what, okay? I had a party
That's
with
crazy.
I had a party with like 20 people. And I bought it, dude. I was hook, line, and sinker when he made that video where he was talking about, and the Akhenazi with the crystal skull and the life-bringing properties. You know, like he went full beyond belief. You know, Spock was narrating all of this, like, because he's a big not conspiracy theory, but like supernatural guy. He's into aliens and all that stuff. So he came out with that video about the Crystal Skull vodka, and I bought it just immediately. And I drank some, and I was like, oh, this is not actually very good. And then I had Leia try some of it. She's like, no, this is not good.
Have you had it after a night of drinking, though?
Okay, but so what we did a blind taste test. We got like Grey Goose, Smirnoff, Sky, and the Crystal Skull. And we had everybody drink it. And Crystal Skull was like at the bottom. Nobody wanted to drink it. It was not good.
Yet here you are. This is probably at least 10, 12 years later, and you still have that.
Oh, I'm not going to give a bottle like that. You kidding?
The
That's
chalice.
That's a part of the
bottle,
yeah. That's Halloween decor. It gets packed up every year and gets put back in the Halloween decorations.
That's great. That's a good spot. I'm glad I saw that because I have drank from that skull.
Mm-hmm.
But it was always after, like, you know, at 2:00 in the morning after you'd already been drinking all night in your 20s. That's when this came out, and it came out of the freezer.
Oh, so I believe that probably makes it better because it's a little aggressive right off the rip.
Oh, you can't drink room temperature vodka. That's gross.
We did a lot.
I mean, you can.
You can. you not necessarily should, I guess.
It's still drinking. Wow, that's great.
Yeah. All my pumpkin too. I think I carved that pumpkin the first year of the Halloween episode. So yeah.
What do you mean you carved that? It's not the same pumpkin.
Yeah, it is. It's a forever pumpkin. You can buy them like it's a plastic pumpkin, and you can etch it out, and that pumpkin is the same one. It goes back up in storage every year, and I bring it out every year. I don't recarve that. That's the. Oh, I heard somebody. Somebody replied with a question mark on CW. You probably can't hear it. All right. Adam, I'm not hearing you, unfortunately. You're making it too far. Also, I screwed myself up with my key. So the one thing with the 7760 is you need to connect the key to the head unit, not the body. Because if you connect it to the body, it's going to treat it like a straight key, no matter what you do. And so my iambic right now is straight key only, which I've done before. I did it with the 7610, so I'm not surprised I did it with this either. So there you go. That's just Josh things. All right. I said last call. One more last call for anybody, anywhere, first-timers in the Discord that'd like to say hi or ask a question. Come now. Oh, I should plug this in. Oh, it's still on. Give it some juice here. All right. That means we're clear. We've answered all the newbie questions. Appreciate you new folk hanging out with us. Any questions from anyone, anywhere? And I actually have my Kenwood with the Chungus battery on the back here. The chunky battery. This is what I was hiking with this last weekend with the Scouts. And it did great. It ran 2 days. No problem. Beautiful little battery upgrade to a radio that will suck a battery dry. Like a vampire. Suck the juice right out of it.
I have a question if you're taking questions.
Yeah, absolutely. Go for it.
Okay, here's my question. What is your laziest setup? Like, say you have 45 minutes. What is your laziest setup for phone?
HF in particular?
Yes, for high frequency. And the two radios that I have here are 705 and an 891.
For me, the lazy setup is the 705 in the backpack. And I just, tap onto the little mobile mount that I have on the side of the backpack. And I just run a vertical. That's it. With a 50-watt amp. I will be set up in less than 5 minutes is about the limit, but more like 10 minutes if I'm just chilling.
What vertical are you putting on your backpack?
Not directly on the backpack. It's usually on a tripod that's next to the backpack. That's the Chameleon tripod with the little blank and a 17-foot whip and then radio wires.
Yes, this is funny.
Yeah.
This is what I set up exactly. And this has so far been like my pretty quick setup at the park. Like I'm in the park with the kids playing around. And so I have a 17-foot whip on a tripod with the, counterpoints. It's great. And I've been getting great results. So I'm looking for even lazier than that. Because in this case, like some dogs ran across, there's still a little too much chaos, I guess, in the environments I'm in, and
so
I fixed some of my.
Here's the problem.
Mike nailed it.
What?
Mike nailed it in the chat. That's it. That's the laziest setup you can do. A FT891 in the car with an ATOS 120. You just roll up and you just roll up in the park and you're done. You're ready to go.
Oh, I forgot to say I'm not buying an ATOS.
You should.
Are you talking about in a car? Is that possible for your life?
Yeah, well, I do have a magnetic mount, so I was thinking of just putting, an antenna on that and see how that goes. Because I'm not into setting up a whole mobile situation.
So you could do a ham stick on a mag mount, but I wouldn't do an ATOS on a mag mount personally.
Yeah, I don't want to buy an ATOS right now anyway, because those are money.
Okay, so ham stick, though, get like 20 and 10 and 40. 20, 10, 40, that's all you need, really, for a ham stick. And you don't have to buy them all in one whack.
You want to just go into a park with your car and get on the air as fast as you can? Is that your goal?
Yeah, well, and sometimes I can't actually be in the car. Like if I'm hanging out with my kids, or actually the other day I was in a dog park with my dog. So, and you can't. Oh. The area is far away. So I have a little dog. It was the little dog park.
Being in your car is not really the best option at all.
Yeah, so it's okay. So I have the. Yeah, and so far, I've tried the 20-meter whip from Elecraft, just that little whip. But yeah, I haven't tried it that much yet. That just seems like it's more for Morse code and not phone.
Do you want to get kind of crazy? Do you want to do QMX Manpack portable style?
I do have a QMX.
So you can just Manpack that sucker. You just put the antenna off the top of it, and you just use a hand mic, and you just walk with the thing, and you drag a wire behind you. That's Manpack portable. That's it.
Yeah, that's cool. That's a good idea. I just got the QMX. I haven't really learned it yet. So, yeah, that's a good idea. I need to learn that radio and kind of check it out. But yeah, all the people at the dog park were thought it was cool, but that's not always going to be the case.
So I did just take out the Chameleon EMP cloth radials. They're like big, long canvas strips. They're like 20 feet long, and they're about this wide. They worked really, really well. Good enough to do an activation. I got to New York. I made a contact to New York and the east side of Canada. For me, that's I think I was pushing about 20 watts. That's great. That's fantastic. simple, and like if a dog runs into it, it's not going to wrap them up with like a wire. It's just a canvas strip. They just kind of hit it and it flops about a little bit and you lay it back out. It's not a big deal. The problem is they're not inexpensive. Nothing Chameleon makes is inexpensive. So there's a number of advantages to that and disadvantages. It's also a little bulkier, so you may not want to backpack with it. I'll tell you, okay, so there's a big consideration of like the no fuss easiest way to go. So I generally will go just vertical with some radials, throw them on the ground, get on the air with the vertical. I will tune it up manually, adjusting it, which you're doing, I assume. But like when I go backpacking, I almost never take a vertical. Almost never. It's almost always an end-fed half-wave, like a K6 ARK end-fed or something like that. Almost always. The downside, and I ran into this with the Scouts, was if you're connecting an antenna directly to your radio, then you almost need your radio to be a little bit higher up because that wire comes straight out of the radio and comes flying up. And you got kids all over the place. So I almost had to like take my mast and bring that up and then do like a crazy high angle inverted V just to get the antenna out of the way, kind of in a safe style. And I don't think that is as fast a setup as the vertical, but I think that is the easier to pack option if you care about that.
Okay, yeah, I was also, I saw the Chameleon things and I was thinking, like, I have Faraday cloth and I have a sewing machine. I could make a lighter version of those.
Oh, you should too. You should do that. You should do that. That would be really cool.
Yeah, because they look pretty heavy duty. And I guess the point is so they stay still, but they look kind of heavy.
They are. They're pretty, I will say they're not heavy. They're just, like, it's a durable material. Because I wore it on my shoulders when I did the opening for the video and stuff like that. They're very light. It's not that. But yeah, I hear what you're saying. They are bulky. Like once you roll them up, they're like about that big around.
All right, cool. Well, thank you. If anyone else has more ideas.
Now, if you decide that you want to learn CW, then you always have the KH1. Oh, you know what?
Yeah, I am learning CW. It's just, I think I'm a little far away from that.
But you can do that with the QMX. You can make the same kind of a portable handheld setup with the QMX. You can do the same thing. It'll have the same effect.
Yeah, that's cool. And I have that Elecraft 20 meter antenna, that whip. I think that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So there you go. Okay.
Cool. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Comment.
Go ahead, comment.
Did somebody offer up the infed with the K8 MRD install leaning into a tree? Or must it be portable?
They're portable. They're talking about portable. What do you mean? I mean, yes, of course, you can always throw an antenna into a tree, but I think
I'm talking about K Murders taking a expedition pole, putting an infed at the top, because that's the fastest setup that I do. It even beats my spike.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and spikes are not great here because it's like really rocky soil. So like I got a spike and I have not gotten it into the ground very well.
So I think the thing to keep in mind is how you activate. Like if having a wire on the ground floor as a radial is going to be a problem with the dogs and the trip hazard and all that stuff, then having a wire that comes off the picnic table at 3 feet up and makes a clothesline until it gets up to the apex of the pole, that's another problem. It's just a different problem, right? It's a similar problem.
Yeah, I think it's okay with the dog park I'm at, though. Like, the dogs are pretty fine. Like they didn't. No one tripped. It was there's just one puppy was like kind of yanked it at once. So no puppies.
Yeah, I think we lost you there a little bit, but
So, Tierney, I will mention this. Abe beat me to it here. Becky and Mike over at Ham Radio Duo, somewhat recently here, dropped a video about the QMX and handheld HF. So you might want to check that out.
All right, cool. Thank you.
there you go. Right on. Cool. All right. Frank, I'm going to run to the restroom really quick. And then I think we're going to go to the YouTubers because I got to go do the podcast with the wife. We put it off for too long, and we have a boatload of physical mail. And I will just give a little bit of spoiler. I think someone sent us magic cards because that thing is heavy as all get out, and there's no reason that a box should be that heavy. So I think it's literally packed with magic cards. So that could be really cool for some people, or it's going to be, I don't know what it's going to be. Anyway.
What a frickin' nerd.
Oh, dude, I am the big, Mike, if there's any doubt you had, I think Warhammer 40K is a bigger nerd.
I had none, Josh,
than
I
Magic.
promise you.
There's no way that you thought Magic is way cooler than Warhammer 40K.
I feel like 2 or 3 weeks ago, maybe longer, I told you about Aaron at Modern Morse, and he's a Magic nerd.
Oh, yeah.
You guys nerd.
We've been talking. Yeah, we've been
Go get your cards, nerd.
Oh, yeah. Get your cardboard crack. Get it here. All right, I'll be right back. You guys take questions. I'll be back.
All right. So who has a question? Anyone, anywhere?
I have a quick question.
Yeah, go for it.
So I have a Yaesu FTDX10 and a Heathkit SB200. The SB200 has a soft key installed, so it's safe to hook up to modern radios. I jumped on Amazon and I ordered up an amp keying cable. When it arrived, I realized it was supposed to plug into the tuner port on the radio because it had the wrong DIN connector. It wouldn't connect to the actual linear plug. And that would have worked if the cable didn't show up with a bent pin and was an extremely cheap DIN connector. So I ordered one to will call at my local ham radio outlet, and it was specifically labeled as an amp keying cable. Again, it plugged into the tuner port on the Yaesu rather than the linear port. And it also did not have an ALC line. It just had the amp trigger line. Does anyone know where I might be able to source a cable that actually plugs into the linear port and has an ALC plug on it as well?
And you're talking about the 10-pin connector or the 6-pin?
I believe it's the 10-pin. It's labeled linear on the back of the DX10.
Well, okay, the DX10. No, some of the older Yaesus have 6-pin. But yeah, I honestly don't. I have, well, let's see, do I? No, I have a 10-pin, but it's not, it doesn't have anything on the end of it. It's a 10-pin with like 5, 6, or 10 wires that come out of it. And so it's a do-it-yourself. So you get the part that plugs into the radio, but you're going to have to build the rest of it. And that's probably not a bad idea because not all amplifiers have the same connectors. So they're not all RCA, for instance. I've got a SPE amp, and it takes like 3 different cables to connect it. So it really depends on which amplifier you're running.
Yeah, I saw that cable, and I was soldering an RCA jack on. Well, 2 of them is no big deal at all. I think the red and the black wires were the trigger, the PTT line, and then I don't remember which 2 were the ALC, but that's not a problem. Not a huge deal. I was just kind of hoping to get one that was complete.
Actually, I think it's one wire is PTT, the other one is ALC, and then you need ground, and the ground is the same for both.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Yeah.
I think that's right. But yeah, see, I needed a TNC cable, and that's also 10 pin. I mean, it seems like everything's going on that 10 pin. Now, unfortunately, if the well, I say unfortunately, but the 101D does not use that. It actually has a RCA jack on the back of it that keys the amplifier.
So I do see Jody dropped a link to a cable for you in the live stream chat there, and welcome back, Josh.
But
Yeah, I'm back.
I only see one RCA connector on it, and it's red, and red usually indicates ALC.
I'm assuming you have the soft key or the isolator box for the SB200, because that control voltage on that is not really directly compatible, I don't believe, with the 12-volt logic on a modern transceiver.
So you're talking about getting a buffer?
Oh, for the SB200? Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, there's a guy that specifically sells buffers.
You can build one. You can build one.
Yeah, sure.
With a single relay. That's how we used to do it in the old day. You can use a 99-cent opto isolator and a small dead bug board, or you can go ahead and buy something. But yeah, you want to be careful and not connect that directly to your Yaesu. That's a bad day real quick.
Yeah, those. I think that SB200 had I think it was 120 volts on that amp control line for the old school radios, and yeah, it does have the Hardbox soft key mod. So it's all set there. I ran this amp on my Kenwood my Kenwood TS450 and my TS2000. Got the cables for those, and it was fully compatible, directly connected. So no worries there.
That is a great amplifier. I've had several on my bench. And yeah, it's about 150 volts DC on the control voltage for the relay.
And William makes a good point here. If you're going to do the cable yourself, do all the pinouts, just not the ones you need now. Do everything that you think you're going to need. That way you have things in the future.
If you know that the connector that you're soldering on the end of it is the right connector for that particular application. Because I've run into TNCs with different types of pins. I've run into amplifiers that don't use RCA jacks. I would wait until I have the device and know what I'm doing.
So there you go. Josh, back to you.
I am back. I'm glad you guys were having a lively discussion in my stead. All right. Any other questions? Let's just open it up. Everybody, anywhere, anytime, anything, whatever you want to talk about, go for it. Oh, Alien Earth. I think I've gotten 30 minutes maybe into the first episode. Intrigued. I'm going to go back and I'm going to try and watch some more of it. I've just been too dang busy to be able to sit down, but whoever recommended that. I don't like that the aliens are on Earth. I hate to say that. That seems like the antithesis of what we wanted. I always felt like that was like the thing with the alien movies. They always work so hard to keep them away from Earth, but then they're now on Earth. So it's like, that's not what we wanted. It's literally an extermination engine. So I will just say that.
Yeah, I tried to watch that Halo thing that's on Netflix, and I'm down to 2.5 episodes, but I don't know if I can finish it or not.
Is that the one where Master Chief actually takes the helmet off?
Oh, yeah.
No, Master Chief doesn't take the helmet off in my world. Like that, no.
Right.
The Master Chief never takes the helmet off. John Spartan has a helmet on.
Yeah.
For 5 ever, and he's just always just no. My Master Chief, it's like a it's more hardcore than the Mandalorian code of honor. Like the helmet does not come off. Period.
Well, I almost went away from it, but I thought, but I want to see a good story, so maybe I'll give it a chance. But I mean, the story is interesting, but some of the characters in there I'm like, I just don't care anymore.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm out of the normie media feed right now. I haven't watched anything interesting. Have I watched anything interesting? I don't think I have. Nothing of note.
Yeah, I've watched a lot of anime that I like, but I'm not gonna recommend it to anybody else. It's just me that likes it. So I'm sure because a lot of the anime that I'm watching are all these in another world things where it's like they're playing inside a game, or they've died and been resurrected in a game, and I for some reason I like those.
Have you heard of that anime? It's like Level 99 Stick or something like that.
Mm-mm.
Okay, you should maybe look that up if you'd like. It's like a gaming anime where the protagonist of the story, basically they're all playing this game and he's down to his like last weapon, and it's just a stick, and he just keeps imbuing it and upgrading it and upgrading it, and it never fails. And so he ends up with a stick that's like level 99, and he can just destroy worlds with it because of a bug or something like that. And it's the whole thing is like that. It very much reminds me of Kill la Kill, if you've ever watched Kill la Kill.
Yeah, I have.
Yeah.
And the in another world ones, there's a whole bunch of them, and they always are about somebody died in the real world and they've been resurrected in this other world, and the other world is a fantasy world, and yet they'll get their stats, and they get pop-ups that show what their spell list is and all this kind of stuff. So it's like they're in a game, but they supposedly have died, and that's how they've ended up here. And I don't know. Again, I enjoy them, but I wouldn't recommend them to anybody. But there's tons of them out there, at least on Crunchyroll. Is that what that is? Yeah.
Hey Dom, send them this way. I'll take the recommendations.
Yeah, I mean, first thing you have to do is get Crunchyroll on Amazon. But then, I mean, there's tons of them. Just look for Another World, and there'll be tons of them that pop up.
Have you made it to the Bo Furry 100% defense one?
That sounds familiar. I'm watching
Sorry, go.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm watching the one now where the guy, he's a wimp, and he doesn't like to fight anything or do anything, but yet he's like this super cook. And so he makes these things, and he's ended up, because of his cooking skill, he ends up with these S-level familiars that follow him around just because he's feeding them.
All right. Now I will go back. We'll go up to a higher level here. This is literally the last call. No, actually, I take that back. We're just going to go straight into talking to some of our YouTube friends, because I do have to boogie. What?
Okay. The Fortnite Bros asked if there was if you're still taking questions on the YouTube side.
Fortnite Bro has questions. All right, Fortnite Bro. At Ham Radio Crash Course with your question. I'll see if I can scroll up here and find the question. You should join us on Discord.
He hasn't posted any questions recently that I've seen. He's just asking, are we still doing questions?
Yeah, you should.
I have a
you
question.
should just join the Discord. Go ahead. Go ahead with the question.
Okay, I'm trying to make a 4-to-1 balance. No, unknown. Sorry, unknown. For a Rybakov.
Okay.
Everybody shows that they don't twist the wire at all, ever, when they make a 4-to-1. And then I go on a QST from April of 2019, and their Rybakov version shows like 7 with twisted wire. 7 wraps around a toroid with twisted wire. So what gives there? Does anybody have any ideas on whether twisted wire works better or what?
It depends on the frequency. Twisting the wire together will reduce the interlead capacitance. So if you're trying to keep the self-resonance of your transformer out of your passband, So, for instance, this is more common at UHF and VHF frequencies. Twisting the wire together will help reduce the interlead capacitance.
So is that good between 40 and 6 meters at G90 watts on a 25-foot Robocoff? I mean, does it help?
It depends. There's a bunch of things that go into that. It depends on the AL of the core. It depends on the mix. Depends on the self-reactance. There's a number of factors that go into that. Without knowing more about the details of what you're building, you could try either way and see which one performs better for you. At those frequencies, you probably won't see a difference.
That was going to be my follow-on question for Steve. Is does it really matter that much? That's always an important distinction.
It depends. I hate to say it.
So what you're telling me, Steve, is the same thing that Steve temporarily offline told me. If you have two toroid cores, do it both ways and see which way you like the best.
Yeah, honestly. So I'll give you an example. I build something called Tapetena. There's a Ballon on that as a 1-to-1 Ballon for that, and I fought with that for a bit. And then it just, it kind of hit me with the Homer Simpson moment that the windings that I had calculated everything correctly, I didn't account for the lead spacing. And this is at, UHF and VHF. So I added about 20 turns, or so 20 or 30 turns within a given space, whatever it was. And it all fell in line right there. And that was the problem. I hadn't accounted for that extra capacitance, which was causing a self-resonance in the middle of the band. So, again, give it a try both ways. It's not a lot of, you can always undo it. And at those frequencies, it's all big stuff. So it's all easy to work with and see which one performs better.
Sounds good. Thank you, Steve.
There you go. Thank you, Steve. Appreciate you being here. All right, let's go down the list because I got a boogie here shortly. We're starting out at the top from Chris. Technology, a.k.a. Atlas Doggo owner. My boy. How's my boy Atlas doing? Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
How's it going, man? Tell me about your channel. What's going on?
Just been super busy. I've been building a few things, getting a few videos ready, but it's time consuming to video edit. I don't see how you guys do it.
You get really good at it over time. That is a secret. You do a lot of it.
Yeah, I guess I need to do more of it.
If there's any doubt on God, how do I put this? And I mean this in the nicest way possible. I have edited thousands of hours of videos, like just easily. So you just have to do it a lot, and then you just get better at it. That's all it takes. Is just do more of it.
I will have to try that. I've been trying to get OBS to work too, but that's a whole other rabbit hole. Ham radio is a whole lot of rabbit holes.
Oh yeah, buddy. Yes. But you know what the best part about that is? There's never ending content. Never ending content. You can make videos about anything.
There are a lot of videos to make, yes. I'm currently trying to figure out my new Arduino Q board. I wouldn't suggest buying it. It's not very fast.
Okay, there you go. Pass that around to the Hamily.
Yes, but I was trying to get All-Star to work still. I don't know why I'm having issues, but and then just trying to go through life, work, gets in the way a lot.
All right. Well, give a little schnoz boop to Atlas for me. Love to see him again soon and see you as well at the next Hamfest. You going to Orlando?
I will not be going to Orlando.
All right.
I will definitely see you at probably Hamvention now.
Okay, that will probably be our next visit. Good to talk to you. Appreciate you hanging out. Take it easy.
Oh, thanks for having me. Later.
All right, next is Chris. Radio and life. How is life with Chris? How's it going?
It's been a little rough lately, Josh, but overtime has stopped pretty much at my job. Got a little short live stream up this morning, basically going over what I'm doing with my HF antenna situation with all the RF. Gonna try to climb up on the roof tomorrow, and I'll be filming that as I do it. And then, of course, I'll have to edit a video. And other than that, I've been playing with a new radio I purchased recently from James, who was in the chat here earlier. I bought a 706 Mark II-G, which is a little bit more fun than the G9 I have with having 100 watts, but I'm able to use UHF, VHF, and that's going to be a shack radio for right now until I can come up with something a little bit better.
Yeah, you know what? You give me an interesting moment to pause there. I think the 706 Mark II-G is probably a better radio than the G90. And for those that are looking for that level of radio, they should probably look at a 706 Mark II-G. That's a really good point.
Well, the other thing about the 706 that I like, you got 100 watts on HF, but you can also use UH and VHF sideband, which is a very nice way of doing FT8 also.
Yeah. Yep. You're totally onto it. Yep, you got it. I agree with you completely. Yeah, a lot of value in that radio. A lot of value.
Well, and I'm playing with a manual tuner, right? I'm going to be playing with a manual tuner. I got a buddy of mine that allowed me to borrow one, and just picked up a auto tuner from a friend to borrow. But I picked up another one that's going to be mine originally from TO. So waiting for that to come in the mail.
Nice. Very good, man. Cool. Well, thanks for joining us. I appreciate you being out there. All right.
Thank you.
Yeah. Next is Dawn, N5SKT. How you doing, man?
I am doing well. Like the last, I guess, since I was last here, I've been on Car twice, or was it Car? I think it was.
Yeah.
I know it was with Ape and Chuck and Jim. And first time we talked about radios, and we got into the ones that I like to buy, the more expensive ones, and we went over those quite
I like to buy the expensive ones.
Yes, and then well, I mean,
it's true.
It's true. The thing is, and this is one of the things I think I said in that stream, when you've been a ham for as long as I have, and you've played with the less expensive radios and stuff, you should have something that you're looking forward to, something that like, well, I can't do this now, but when I retire, or when my ship comes in, what is it that I want, And I'm at that point in my life where I can do that. Because I know when I started out in '91, there were radios that were literally $10,000.
They still exist. You can still get a $10,000 radio. Yeah. But
then they were there were a lot more of them, and they were easier to get. In other words, they weren't like today. The $10,000 radios are like custom builds, or it seems like the 7851s and those things like that, the Kenwood, or what was it? We were looking at one yesterday that I'd love to have, a Yaesu 9000 MP. But
I want the ICOM Gold, the 50th anniversary one, the gold one. I would love to have one of those. That was a $10,000 radio for sure.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about,
well,
right?
yeah, the 7851 Gold.
Yeah.
Martin Lynch and Sons had one of those, and they I've seen them, or seen one.
So
and
what
they're
is a?
whoa.
Have you looked at a Heberling? A Heberling seems
Yes.
like something you'd be all over.
Well, it doesn't look. I can't see what the feature list is that gives it that price tag, other than it's hand built.
It sounds good. I think that's what it comes down to. It looks
I'm not
good and it
sure.
sounds good. It looks way better, I guess. It looks amazing. I guess that's the thing. Is like the Heberlings.
Yeah, it did.
So
yeah, they look. Yeah.
Everybody who has not seen this, a Heberling radio. I think I
posted one.
Yeah, Steve dropped one in the chat.
I've used one. It was the most frustrating experience I've ever had in my life.
Is it? Oh, Steve. Okay, Steve's right there with
It's very German.
It's very
Yeah.
German.
And even the screen, if you look at that screen, it's
Okay,
like
I will say, this is a very German website as well. This is not selling your radio. I need a glamour shot. I bet you I'll go back. So we're going back, and I'm going to go to images. Let's just see. What the hell is this? What the hell?
I'll bet you.
Not a symbol.
I'll bet you find the MLNS
Yeah, okay.
video.
You know what? Yes. Let's go. They did a better job. No, this is not it either. MLNS. MLNS did like an amazing video on it. That is right.
Yes.
So MLNS, by the way, literally the first video that shows up. Look at their thumbnails. Do you want to know how to do good thumbnails? Look at this freaking channel, MLNS. They are doing fantastic thumbnails. Okay, look. We're going to jump ahead a little bit just so you get the glamour shot.
This is the station.
This is how you do a video. Look what they're doing. The shot where they drag the camera along the face of them, all of that, amazing. Now, do I want all this crap on my desk? No, I do not. This is too much stuff. But it is of the time, like this is look, it's like chrome. Dude, it's chrome. It's all chromed down on the back. That's crazy. Oh, okay, hold on. Let's go forward. Okay, all right, here you go. That is a good shot. Look how clean and crisp that shot is.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Well,
I don't know if they're at the Dayton of today, but Heberling used to have a presence at the old Dayton. I remember the fellow that used to demonstrate the radio actually used to wear white gloves when they showed the radio.
Bring that. There's two things I want to bring back to Dayton. I want the rotating platforms that have the untopped radio that rotates, so you can see the inside, and everybody goes like it's like on a mirrored platform and it's just rotating. I want that back. I want it back, and then I want the guy with the white gloves. That's what I want. All that back. We can do it. Bring it back. Now, Sherwood, which, dubious how deep you want to go down the Sherwood report, but Heberling is still pretty high, I believe, on here. Yeah, it's literally within the top 10, I believe.
Yeah.
It's literally the top. It's the 10th radio is the Heberling. Or the Hilberling. Someone that's German will correct me on my pronunciation. Heberling. I don't know. There we go. I tried.
Yeah.
Okay, Don. Sorry, I didn't mean to take that away.
No. I have looked at those, and by the way, MLNS. If you don't go and watch go watch their channel, because when they do used radios, because they will go in detail about the radios, and that's one way to learn the used stuff that's out there and what it is and what it does. They just do such a good job. But then the next week that I came, or the next time they had me on, we were talking about the amplifiers. And so I went through the amplifiers that I have, plus the ones that I've looked at. And then we spent so much time going over some of these things that we didn't get to some of the less expensive ones that I really wanted to get to, which were the 100-watt ones that I've tried and worked with. Just because, they're out there, I've used them. Doesn't mean you need to buy one, obviously, but I have bought a number of the inexpensive radios or the inexpensive amplifiers, the hundreds, because I add them typically to my Hermes lights. So, anyway, so that's what I've been doing. I got, and I can't remember, and I still, forgive me if I've said this before, but I did get a Kenwood TS990S it was from a Silent Key, and I kind of was wanting either that or a G2, Onan G2, and I've just had so much fun with the 101D and having all the knobs and buttons that I started saying, well, you know what? I think I want another knobs and buttons radio. So I finally, this guy in my old club just happened to have one, and it was listed in the club website, and I'm like, oh, okay, I'll take it, so I went and picked it up, and I'm enjoying it, but there's a lot to do to set up the audio on it and get it sounding as good as Callum brags on that radio and how good it sounds. But the little bit that I've used, the one I've got, it's not sounding as good as it should, or not as good as the 101 anyway. So I know I've got work to do on that radio, which is, again, that's why you buy radios. You want to sit down there and work on them. You don't, and it's not all just about transmitting. So that's it for me. I'm working on videos, but it'll be a while because I'm up to my eyeballs at work. And by the way, one of the great things about working where I'm working is we have an antenna designer, and I can ask him questions.
Ooh,
and
nice.
I recently asked him, and I'd love to hear Steve's input on this too, but on linear loading and what we're looking for, actually, I mean, Ape and several of us are looking for, is the actual math behind linear loading. And the problem I have, honestly, with communicating with the RF guys at work is they do not speak the same language we do. So if you go in and ask them about velocity factor, for instance, that's not what they call it. They don't include that in any of their calculations, but they do have it in the calculation. It's just something completely different, and it comes out in the numbers. In fact, what they've always told me is, oh yeah, we don't figure that out because it comes out in the other numbers that we're running. So I don't know. Anyway.
Those are all factors that get computed when you use method of moments, which is basically NEC.
Yeah.
So if you're using NEC, like I use NEC 5, most of those are, the antenna design or whatever the design that you're working on in method of moments will take into account the various factors that affect the current distribution along each segment or node in the design. So no, we don't call it velocity factor per se, but that is a factor that's in part of the polynomials that make up that.
Yeah, but Steve, that's only one example of things I've run into. They a lot of times I'll throw something out and it's like, what do you mean? So then we have to get up on the board and go through it and then, oh, okay, you're talking about, and it's some other term, but that's okay. Yeah. I mean, that means I'm learning something, so it's fun.
Well, right on, man. I appreciate you. And keep exploring the journey and posting those videos. They're a lot of fun. I will take a moment. So you had a little bit of back and forth with somebody in the chat. Zoroasted. Yeah, man, you're good. Like we're good. Just you're coming off a little salty, and now I understand the issue. So I think the big thing is, let me find. So where is it? He had a comment. Yeah. So here's the thing when it comes to privacy in radio, right? And I get that there's a lot of folks that watch my videos and they're more like the preparedness-minded folks. They're down that rabbit hole, which I get it. The thing is that even if you had truly encrypted communications, I think it is a bit of hubris to think that a government particularly the United States government, couldn't figure out what to do with your signal. I'm not saying necessarily decrypt it, but that they wouldn't be able to figure out through, DFing and all that other stuff, because you're still transmitting, right? Where you're at and what you're doing. So there's no true protected comms. And that's not to say that like there aren't true protected comms, like there are, but at the same time it's even when you get that, it's not what you think it is once you get it. There is so much more that goes into that learning how to just use the radio is most important. So the fact that like we focus on, I want a private communication system for my family and blah, 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 blah. In an emergency, it don't matter. And that's what a lot of this stuff is. It don't matter. Be able to communicate to your family with any means possible. If you can't do it on your phone, pick up the damn radio that's in the clear and just get it done. Like, that's all that matters. You don't need to have like a super secret comms thing or any of that stuff. I mean, I guess you can, but at the same time, I don't know what you're going to get out of it, because it's not, I don't think it's really going to get you the ends that you think it will. My personal opinion. That's my personal opinion. Okay. Z Roasted's correcting. He's saying, that's not what I'm saying. Okay. So, all right, I misunderstood you. Now with that said, with a business license, you can use encryption. You totally can. Does the government know how to crack that code? Maybe, probably. I don't know. So I'll just leave it at that. So. Oh, highest likelihood on... oh, Jesus. Well, gee, you could have told me that. That's a completely different thing. You just want the highest likelihood of communication on simplex? Oh, I'll tell you it right now. It's really simple. You just put the highest antenna that you can up at the highest point, and then you connect a 50-watt, 100-watt radio to it, and then you can talk to everybody. And if they're in their car and they got a mobile antenna, yeah. Okay, now he's mad. Now he's mad. He's texting me. Okay, dude, just join us on the Discord. I'm misunderstanding you completely. I'm misunderstanding you completely. I don't know what to tell you, man. I'm trying out here with text. This is the problem with text. Just join us on Discord. It's easy. Just join us. Talk. Just use your words. We got a super chat. Has anyone had issues with the TalkPod LinkPoon VHAM app? I'm getting server timeouts. I've never LinkPooned my mobile phone. I only LinkPoon on my dealy bob. Hold on, where's my dealy bob? This guy. I only LinkPoon on my handheld.
Bro, do you even LinkPoon on your phone?
No, I will not LinkPoon on my phone. So let's see. Hello, LinkPoon chat. Anybody watching on the after chat? Can you hear me now? I don't know. We'll see.
I wasn't able to grab my vest enough.
But by the way, Josh, you got a drop of 5 subs also.
Oh man, we got I missed it. Hey, thank you, buddy.
Yeah, that's why you were.
Hey, there we go. So we got folks on the LinkPoon. The LinkPoon channel is 444-555. That's it. And thank you very much, Chad. Appreciate you for the gifted memberships. Thank you so much. All right,
That's actually the second time he's dropped them.
Yeah, buddy. Oh wow, that's amazing. Thank you. All right. Very good. We'll come back around if we get our... Oh, somebody else is in there in the LinkPoons. All right, next on the list, it is Frank. Frank, you're next. How's it going, man? What have you been up to?
It's going great. So I have some fun news, and I am thinking about making a video out of it. I don't know how the FCC would react to it, but I'm thinking of doing it. So for starters, jammer update. I found dead to rights 2 of the jammers in my area and forward that information to the repeater owners. So we have that hopefully taken care of. At least 2 of the 5 or 6 of them out there.
How did
So
you find them?
I was passing through the area. I was actually coming home from Ripon. For those that don't know, that's just south of Stockton here in California. I couldn't find Quirky James. He was busy with the family, but I was down visiting another friend, and I was passing through Elk Grove, California, and just south of Sacramento, and I went to the output of the repeater, knowing that they might be listening, and I was like, so one of them's known as Squeaky because they talk in this really high pitched, really squeaky voice type thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I went, "Hey, Squeaky, are you out here?" And sure enough, they were. And so, with the IC 9700 sitting on the passenger seat with no antenna attached, tuned to the input of the repeater, I just sort of barely heard them. And then I got really deep into where they were, and they were full squish on the input. I'm like, yeah, okay, I know. This confirms what the fox hunters already found. And I'm basically the one to confirm what the fox hunters found because I'm leading this at this point among 15 other
Frank,
things.
why don't you say, "Hey, Squeaky, you out there?" and then just drop their address right on the repeater.
Oh, no, it gets better. So once I confirmed, because there's 2 jammers within about 2,000 feet of each other in Elk Grove. Once I confirmed both of those addresses and got out of the Elk Grove area, I got into downtown Sacramento. I got on the biggest offending repeater that they hang out on. And I called for the control op, not knowing if he was there or not. And I said, "Here are the 2 addresses of the jammers I found. I don't know what you want to do with this information, but here it is. Have fun." He was actually listening, and he came back and thanked me for the information. So we will see what happens with that. But with that, for my channel, I'm probably going to do a video for that. We'll see. I am doing more Fridays with Frank. At first it was going to be once a month, and then I went, okay, let me do it every Friday, see what happens. I'm still trying to get the habit of CQ chit chat and getting guests to come on. It's been a little difficult. I don't know, Josh, if you've ever had that problem, getting fellow ham tubers or fellow hams in the YouTube community. They don't, not necessarily ham tubers or whatnot, but I've been having trouble getting people to commit to stuff to come on. So
I never try and lock myself in on a schedule, so that's my biggest thing. Once you start locking yourself in, it's like, oh, guest week is always the 3rd week of the month. Then you're inevitably going to fail that. So my way is always to just, when there's a guest and a reason to have a guest, we have a guest, and that's it. Like, just, otherwise you just do what you normally do. I got 1,000 things I can go live about. We got all kinds of fun stuff we can do in radio. You don't need to have a guest to do that.
Well, I like having like targeted conversations, like how do we keep 2-meter simplex alive, or portable battery ops, what's your best and worst case scenarios, and how do you handle stuff, and that, so on and so forth. So that's what I was trying to do, is various topics once a month with like a round table of guests.
Yeah.
So
no, I like it. I like the approach. Just know that when you lock yourself into that platform, then you have to be able to meet it, right? So for me, I don't try and box myself in. But I say that, it's like, oh no, literally he's the guy who has patron picks the first weekend of the month, and then he does, yeah. So I guess don't listen to me. I don't know what I'm talking about. But also I have no problem being like, hey, we got to adjust things and make it work. Like, it's fine. It's fine.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. So, I was going to try and do it, CQ Chit Chat twice a month. That didn't work out. I went to, okay, let's try it once a month. Not even once a month was working out. So I have to go back to the drawing board and figure that out.
You know what it is? So you know what might be fun? Is don't try to get like a YouTuber. Try to get some of your local repeater community on with you and have them talk about their local community stuff. Instead of
none of them want to come on.
Why?
So I did that once, and it was a mess. It was an absolute mess.
So
they
here's how to approach it. Here's how I would approach this. It sounds like you know a number of repeater owners. So just do an interview of what it's like to own a repeater and then go through the history of all the things they've had to deal with. Don't try and make it topical about this guy's a jerk or this guy's a problem. Just like go through the legacy of like, hey, you've been a repeater owner for 20 years. What's that like? That's got to be crazy. And just like do the history on all that. That's what I would do.
Okay, let's see.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get it. Okay,
I think that's far more interesting than the local drama. I don't care about the local drama. I want to know what like changes people have seen in repeaters, and maybe over the course of 20 years, they might be able to look forward and be like, hey, I think things are kind of going this way. Like in the future, repeaters are going to be more like this. Yeah, that's cool. That's really freaking cool. I would watch that video.
Okay.
You don't like the drama, but then we have as Cerritos churns, and we all love it.
Dawn, I will tell you. Do you think I'm the one driving that segment of the podcast?
No, but it is an interesting part of the podcast.
Totally. And I will. There is nothing. I don't know, man. I hate drama. I hate it. I don't like being a part of anything where people will be fighting over nonsense. I hate it.
Oh, yeah.
I hate it totally. It's astringent. I recoil from it. But at the same time, if you mess with my wife, I'll kill you.
Oh, sure.
So, that's, so here we are. So, that's the problem I'm at, is that my wife is very active in the community.
But that's not drama. That's defending family.
Well, no, yeah. But I mean, we do it in a non-violent way, of course, until we have to, throw blows and whatnot. Never come to that yet. Anyway, so my wife gets. Yeah, I don't want to take away from you, Frank. Go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, no. Finish up with Ryan, and then we'll
listen to the podcast. Don't listen to this. Listen to the podcast. Ham Radio Crash Course podcast. My wife is on it, and we talk about nonsense. So there you go.
And it's really good.
There you go. So I'm going to be doing a lot more Fridays with Frank, which is basically a mix of an AMA and just an AMA and the after chat. Basically, that's what I'm trying to mix it up as. Just to sit there and hang out. Ask Frank what you want to ask Frank. It can be almost anything related. There's somebody this yesterday actually. There's like, oh, how about we ask you trivia questions? I'm like, okay, we can give that a try. So,
I like it.
Come by on Fridays. For the most part, it will be at midnight Zulu. So, nice and easy. Start of the day. Let's start it up with a new day. And then, of course, I have the NorCal SwapNet every Thursday night. And we'll see what happens next few weeks now that I've publicly, not only on my YouTube, they watch my YouTube. The jammers watch my YouTube because they were playing audio from it live on the repeater. So they watch my YouTube. We'll see what happens over the next couple weeks as far as jamming goes and whatnot. For your reference, Josh, there's been an adjustment to the list, and then they finally got another thing down at the bottom of our messages there. You'll see it. Anyway, thanks, Josh.
Thank you, buddy. Appreciate you. Next is Tim Grayman POTA. How's Gray Manning been? We should talk about that sometime. Like, what is your Grayman EDC outfit? We should.
And I come prepared. Yeah, for a lot of people who probably don't know, I started the channel back when the POTA Facebook page was probably the one place to go to get information and spots and stuff like that.
I think that was just Mike's YouTube channel. That's where I went for POTA information.
Could have been, but
that's where I went.
So many people were like, "Hey, I went to the park. I threw up my sign. I threw my banner, and I went over and I talked to the Rangers, and then they said I couldn't put an antenna up, and so I left. And Grayman POTA just kind of came from that.
Was it this sign? Were you throwing this sign? You throwing this sign out in the streets? Jeez,
I
you
don't
throwing
know,
that
man.
on the POTA? Come on now, come on.
Well, they're hanging out their sign. They were doing their community outreach
Don't
to
be
do
throwing
their
signs
POTA
on the POTA,
activation.
man. That's crazy.
Yeah, and so yeah, I was just kind of like, go out there. Don't ask for permission. Just go do it. Go have fun, and don't make a spectacle of it. And that's kind of where Gray Man POTA came from. But staying busy.
Right
I mean, actually been doing quite a bit with the Ham Radio Kids table. A couple weeks ago, we had Ray Novak on from ICOM.
We've
talked
heard of him.
extensively about the 7300 Mark II, and getting excited about that. He was dropping some Easter eggs and some hints and stuff. Last week we had Mark Smitty from Halibut on, and talking about common mode current chokes. And this Wednesday night, Aaron, we were talking about him earlier. Aaron from Modern Morris will be joining us to talk about blending amateur radio and industrial design, and the nameless key. So,
and when is Boondock Echo coming on?
Mark's already been on there, but I mean, we most definitely have him on again.
Yeah.
Did I hear Boondock Echo? Yeah, we talked about direction finding. It was a really interesting talk we had there.
Yeah, actually, that's sparked out of the after chat a couple weeks ago when we were talking about TDOA, and we got a little bit more in depth into it. And then Mark has come up with some other cool things too.
Hey man, help me out on something. DM me the email address for our bro at Seed Studio. You know what I'm talking about?
Sure.
Yeah. Just DM me his email, because I don't have his email. I think I don't have a good way to contact him, and I need to get in contact with him.
You talking about our ham radio friend or
yes,
the person from the from Seed Studio directly?
The ham.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, appreciate you. Thank you.
I'll DM you myself.
Are you here? That's you, Dave. That's you.
Yeah, I'm on here.
Be like.
Okay, good. Yeah, just shoot me a DM. I gotta talk to you.
Hey, Dave.
Nothing serious. Just shoot me a DM. Yeah, I'll catch up with you.
Hey, Dave. When you get a chance, can you shoot Josh?
Yeah. Gray Man, will you tell Dave to shoot me a DM? Thank you. I appreciate it.
I was literally about to create a group chat to link the two of you up.
You should make a thread that we can chat.
That's creepy as hell. I'm just gonna say.
Hey, we got it all done in a moment. We're all good. So that's all I care about. Yeah, it's no big deal. I want to chat with him. So anyway, okay. Thank you, Gray Man. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
I'm glad I could be of service, Josh.
Thank you. Oh, as always. There's two things I can count on. You going the extra 9 for anything that we ask about, and telling people to reset their configurations back to the factory setting. We always know that's going to happen. And so, that's what we can count on. That's important. It's worth something.
Oh, I forgot one other. If you can indulge me for just a second,
Mm-hmm.
I have set up a new website and I've got a mailing list now.
Ooh.
So if you go to graymanpota.com, you can sign up for the mailing list, and that's in all future giveaways. That's the key to it. That gets you the automatic entry into the giveaway.
Interesting. That's what all the kids are doing now, is they're making newsletters and they're emailing people, and it's like, man, okay. I like it. Good job. All right. Next is Adam, K6ARK. Obviously tinkering with some radios, but what else you going on, man? What's going on?
October is always my crazy month of search and rescue training. So that's basically been taking up all of my free time. We just went, let's see, the first, 2 weekends ago, we had our new recruit tryouts and brought on 10 new people to the team. That was awesome. 8 women and 2 men in the group. So
nice.
A solid female showing there, which was pretty cool. And then last weekend and this weekend, our technical rope rescue training with the Sheriff's Department, as well as a couple of weekday nights. I helped teach that course, so been busy with that. But next weekend, the November 1st, will be a SOTA day. Mark Knight, KD7DTS, is at 999 points, I think. So Saturday will be goat day for Mark, and we're going to go up to Josephine Peak. And it also happens to be the Transatlantic Summit to Summit Day, which is always a lot of fun, especially when the higher bands are open. So my plan to help Mark activate in the best style possible is to pack in my 15-meter Moxon and my K3, not KX3, the K3.
Oh my gosh!
To
a whole
Josephine Peak,
K3.
so we can
As
rock.
you do.
Oh yeah. Yes. And I am going to bring the Pacificon 40 as well, which is a NorCal 40 that's been updated that you guys saw in the photos a little while back. So
When is Mark's?
so yeah, I'm looking forward to some SOTA next weekend.
When is Mark's
Go ahead.
Goat Day?
And next Saturday.
Seriously? Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, are you free?
What time are you going?
I don't. I'll have to look at the email. I'll forward you the email so you have the info. But I think it's kind of a morning to midday activation, and then we're gonna have a little party in Pasadena at a restaurant there. So
How far is Josephine from my place? Like,
it's up Angeles Crest Highway, I think, a little ways.
the
Maybe
2?
Angeles Forest Highway. Yeah, I think you branch off on Angeles Forest Highway a little ways, but I don't know off the top of my head how far. It's not that far back in there, but it is. It's up in the San Gabriels.
God, I don't want to miss that.
Up behind Pasadena there.
Okay. Okay. Oh, of course. Everything's on a Saturday, which is right. I mean, that's
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you, buddy. I appreciate you.
Well, work as if you're able. If you're able to get some 2 meters, we could at least get
Oh
you there.
yeah,
So.
yeah. I'll be able to hit you, no problem. Man, okay.
Cool.
Damn. All right. I
Good
gotta think about
evening.
that. Good evening. Who is
So
that?
yeah, hope.
Go ahead. Let Adam finish. Go ahead, Adam. Sorry.
Yeah, I was just gonna say I do plan to shoot some video up there of the adventure, and I'm really looking forward to it. So that's all I had. Thanks, Josh.
That's awesome. Ah, it's so cool. Mark's a great guy. Mark is a great guy. SOTA Plus. Make sure you go sub to him. Great dude. Who is the good evening person? Hop in there real fast.
Hey, Rocky Mountain Prep here. Sorry, Josh. All the notifications just came in about the after chat, so I thought I was in on time. So sorry about that.
Yeah, man, you're good. You're good. Hang tight. Hang tight. We got to go through some of these YouTubers, and then we'll get back to you. Hold on one moment. Let's see what Frank works out here. Next is literally Dave from Seed Studios is next. I should have just looked at the chat. I gotta be like, hey Dave, how you doing, man? I gotta contact you. How's it going, Dave? What's going on with you?
Oh, I didn't expect to be on this evening. I was just kind of lurking in the background, but things are going good. Gonna start an interesting series of videos. I am transitioning from living in a house to living in an RV. And trying to figure out, all of us like to acquire a bunch of stuff, and having to downsize to be able to fit into a 38 by 9 foot space is going to be pretty interesting. So I thought, you know what, I'll start making some videos on it and then kind of take it from there. But beyond that, looking forward to Quartz Fest is the next thing I'm going to, and then the Big 3 next year.
Good for you, man. I'll see you out there. Yeah. So far, liking your stuff, dude. Seed's great. I like a ton of what they're doing, keeping things priced right for the people getting into Meshtastic. I think you guys got the right line there. Obviously, you're also a ham, so you're also doing ham radio things. But I appreciate the support you're giving to Seed to keep them. Let's keep it value priced. I like that.
Yeah, I love it. And that's a conversation we have constantly. That's why I don't have any stock right now. Is they won't let me get any stock until we can all be affordable. So it's great. I love those guys. But yeah, I'll just pass it back to you. I didn't expect to be on tonight. Thanks though.
Yeah. That's an interesting comment, though. They won't let me get stock until we can make it affordable. They should let you get stock if you want stock, but it's a Chinese company. If they give stock to Americans, I don't know how that works. That's a whole different ball of wax entirely. But yeah, I hear what you're saying.
Yeah, tariffs are kicking their butt, and so they're very fair in the fact that they want to make sure that I'm able to make money, and so they kind of hold back on me until I can.
Oh, that's nice. Okay, right on. That's cool. So very good. All right. Well, I give them some respect for that. So shout out to Seed Studios, and it's SEEED Studios. So check them out. Or just go to Dave's channel there and you can check it out. All right, next is Mike, K8MRD. How's it going, man? What's he
Why
up
does
to?
it gotta be me?
Why?
So nervous.
Oh, yeah, you're never nervous. What are you nervous
I'm on,
about?
dude, I'm on the ham radio. Like, Josh, I remember nerding out on your videos. Actually, I'm going to tell this story because this just happened like within the last week. One of your, literally like 3 days, actually, your video where the intro shot is like the cones on the ground.
Oh, that's an
And
old
then it goes
video.
to like a football field. And then it goes to you standing in front of like a lane closed,
Yeah.
behind your backdrop. And you're like, why is ham radio important and blah, blah, blah.
That's an old.
But that's when I got into amateur radio.
That's crazy.
And those videos of yours, I was watching.
That's
here
nuts.
we are now.
Here we are, dude.
Yeah.
Cheers,
anyway,
man.
so.
Cheers.
But that is a true story. That video actually did come across my feed like
dude.
2
That's
days ago.
the background of that is like James Morrison, "Bird of Prey," like some kind of remix "Bird of Prey" that's playing in the background of that. I remember that. It's like this, like the synth, like long draw thing. Dude, that was literally. I think that was literally the start of the ham radio crash course, but not like as it is.
It was because then you did.
Yeah, it really
and
was.
I feel we've talked about this before. You did like there was like an EMP or something, and your wife came home, and then on the island,
yeah, the emergency,
these cards,
yeah,
and then you were like dead on the 50-yard line.
I just died.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So yeah, that's great.
It was a different time in YouTube when you could do that kind of stuff, and it was super cheesy and it was still cool. Now you can't do that.
But that's what I got. Those videos like hooked me, dude. That wasn't the only videos but they were just cool.
Well, we're all better.
Shut
off
up, Jody.
for
Whatever
that.
you're saying.
We're all better off for that because you are an amazing character in the amateur radio space. And speaking of that, how are you doing with your YouTube channel? What's going on?
I've been traveling a bunch and making some videos. Somehow I've managed to edit them all and keep up with my schedule. I don't think I've missed a day. And now I've been back home for a week and a half-ish.
Nice.
Probably going on 2 weeks now. But Satan's still here. He's monitoring me, making sure I don't say anything I'm not supposed to. But I got this 4K monitor today. And I've been fussing with it.
Your first 4K monitor?
Like literally, if I were talking to you 4 hours ago, I would be staring at a 1080p television that I used for a computer monitor.
Seriously?
Super serial. Yeah, that's because I shot in 1080. So I'm like, why do I need a 4K monitor?
All my monitors for the last 5 years have been 4K.
This is not you we're talking about, though, Josh.
Okay.
I got this 4K monitor, and I've been trying to figure out how to get it all set up, and I think I finally do now, but I'm only about 90% of the way there. It's weird, and it's Mac. So there's like those Macisms where they're like, well, we're not going to let you do that.
Okay.
Yeah. It's just resolution kind of things are what I'm talking about.
Macs are fine with that. You just shove that thing in there. You're good to go. It's probably your interface. Are you using Thunderbolt? What are you talking about?
Well, that's the thing. I don't really know what I'm using.
So USB-C
splitters and stuff.
to USB-C.
I think I got it sorted.
Okay.
Doesn't matter. I think I got it sorted
Okay.
for the most part. This is not. We're not troubleshooting KMRD's computer problems tonight. Not gonna happen.
Okay.
Josh, we tried this earlier before you came on.
Well, I've done a lot of stuff in the background. It doesn't matter. All right, who cares? Josh, how are you?
I'm fantastic, dude. I literally have like one of the I am super excited for this podcast because I have so many boxes to open and so many letters to read from people that have sent us stuff. I'm super jazzed. Thank you so much, everybody. Amazing. And I think there's magic cards in there. So I think I'm going to force my wife to make a podcast
the magic
with me,
cards.
And I'm going to look through some of these magic cards and talk about them.
So you got to leave
excited.
though now. You got to go do that, huh?
I'm sure.
Or are you doing that live?
No, I'm sure the kids are still awake. So the kids are all still awake. So they have to go to bed before we can do the podcast. So it's fine. They don't go to bed until like 9 o'clock. My time. 9 my time.
So if I were your kid, I would go to bed earlier knowing that you were opening cards because I would be so bored.
No, my kids are super into Magic right now. They want to play, like, they're bugging me to play all the time. Because I went and bought decks. I went and bought a bunch of pre-con decks. Pre-con means pre-configured decks. And I let them pick the decks they wanted. And my my most ADHD and most autistic child picked the deck that is most aligned with absolute destruction of everyone. And he was like, oh. He started
There's a
figuring
song
out...
by a band called Hatebreed called Destroy Everything.
Oh, yeah.
Hatebreed, Destroy Everything.
Yeah.
Great song.
Josh.
Yeah.
Go kill that microphone and bring it back online.
Oh, is it time? Okay, hold on.
Oh, yeah. Horrible.
Wah, wah, wah.
So Mike.
Yeah, what's up?
Oh, there's his radio. Yeah, forgot to turn down your radio there, Josh, before you did that. Ow. Okay.
Radio's down.
Yeah, Jody, the jam.
Hey, radio's down. What happened?
We had radio static in CW mode coming across.
KMRD checking in audio radio.
Testing
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
All right, I'm back.
Okay, there you go.
Anyway, so when you play, apparently what the kids do these days with Magic, I don't understand this Magic business the way they do it now, but they play like 4 people at the same time. I didn't do that in my day. I played one other person, and I just melted their face with fireballs and lightning bolts, and that's what I did because I played red and black.
Josh, do me a solid.
Yeah.
Get rid of my YouTube channel on the screen on the live stream while you're talking about this nerd stuff.
Yeah. You don't want to be associated with it. Okay.
One card for you, Elberus the Binding Blade.
There we go. We've removed Mike, so he's not associated with nerddom.
No,
Mike,
I'm talking on your live stream. I'm watching on YouTube and then on the Discord.
Yeah, it takes a second. It's good. I moved it.
Doesn't it happen now?
Because there's a delay, man. You got to have a delay.
I just can't believe you're talking with those teeth.
I know, man. It's rough. It's rough. We're working on it. Problem is, I keep biting the dentist. You know, it's like, yeah. All right. Well, thank you, Mike. Anything else you want to mention, man?
No, I was actually really scared earlier. You mentioned the HOAs.
Yeah.
And that was kind of like I had the stream on, but I was still kind of like in the room doing things, putting stuff away. And then you said like HOA, and I was like, this is really going to be a scary stream. So, yeah.
It is.
It was. It was. You did a fantastic job. I always enjoy the festivities you put on this year with the face. You scared a lot of people per the chat. So I think you did an A++ job. Little extra credit there. That's all I got.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Thank you.
All right. Next, let's see, is Mark Boondock Echo.
Did I hear Boondock Echo? How you doing, man?
Indeed. How are you, man?
Good. People are calling me all of a sudden. Hey, I had lunch with that friend I was telling you about. I have to send you a DM and follow up on that because he's interested in helping you out.
Okay. Yeah, let's talk.
Yeah.
Now, I will say,
Mm-hmm.
spoiler, I did end up getting a service monitor. I bought
cool.
I bought one.
Yay.
Steve is in the chat. He has been guiding me. Probably the most amount of money I've spent for a piece of test equipment. And we will definitely be using that on videos. There's a ton of things we can do with this. I'm very excited.
Yay.
So there'll be a video coming soon.
Nice. Well, this would be more of the, oscilloscope and VNA stuff.
Yeah. Love that. Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, I'll hit you up with that. All right, so Boondock Echo in the news. We've got, I'm building a couple server racks right now for sheriff in Tennessee and a fire department in Kansas, but, that's not too exciting. What is exciting is this link Frank's about to drop. You can go buy the Boondock Echo Bare Bones edition from Maker Fabs in China, shipping anywhere in the world. Like, we can't ship it because we can't get the CE UK mark because the board is just not compatible with that. The next one will be. But China can send it. They don't care. So, they'll ship it for us. You can have it in Australia. You can have it in Germany. You can have it wherever the heck you want. $89.99, no case. If this is somewhat successful, we might also sell some with a case. We'll see what happens. They did a good job making them. That's all the good news. In bad news, I'm still fighting with my Pluto Plus SDR. So if any of you out there have the Rev 5 Pluto Plus, please DM me. Or if you're an FPGA, if you know bare bones programming, please DM me. And I could use a little help there. But yeah.
Right on. Well, appreciate you. Appreciate you hanging out. And look, by the way, I think we find those stories a little interesting. You working with some first responders or, different places in Kansas. I think people are interested in that. So,
absolutely.
Don't
So,
hold
okay,
back
so
on that. And also, you
here's
should make videos on that too. You should talk about that. It'd be really cool.
Yeah, but here's the issue that we have right now, right?
Okay.
We're still waiting on the investment capital to come in. Until that, we've all got full-time jobs. So, and Casey's position changed. He now commutes to Chicago, which adds 90-minute each way commute to his.
Yeah.
So right now it's kind of the Mark show again for just a little while. That's why I totally agree with you. Videos would be awesome. I don't have the bandwidth for it at the moment.
Right on. Okay. Well, hey, I appreciate you. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
All right. Next is Mark. SOTA Plus is here. Is he here right now? Is he here with us right now?
Hey, can you hear me?
I can. I heard big goat event coming up potentially.
I am very excited about it. I heard Adam give the summary. He nailed it. So not too much to add on that front. I think the only thing you don't know that I've been up to, I dropped a rap song today.
You dropped a rap song? Okay.
I did. It is 78 seconds of going hard on spectral analysis.
Okay, is this on your shorts or something?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. We're gonna. Can I play? Can I just play it? Is it?
Yeah, absolutely.
DJ Spurious of it? Is it DJ Spurious?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, everybody. You should watch this on YouTube or wherever you're watching. If you're on the Discord, you probably need to listen to that whole bit. You're probably just on the Discord right now, so I'm pausing to allow you time to catch up because I'm gonna start clicking this thing, and then anyway, let's hear DJ Spurious. Okay, here we go. Wait, nope. Hold on. Why are we not playing? What have we done here? Oh, that's why.
Check. Oh, the woes of a ham with a rig in his hand, and Part 97 rules all across the land. Spurious emissions, the FCC cries. Must be way down low, we regulate the skies.
The internet is hard.
It's a ticket, it's a toy, it's so cheap. It's numbers, they wiggle, it makes your heart weep. Five, watch it transmit a mighty fine hum. But what's the third harmonic? What does it become? Your tiny SC shows a flicker, just a dot. Is that a true signal, or did I see naught? The peak, it just wobbles, a ghost in the air. A spectral anomaly, or is there power there? You try to find harmonics, those sneaky high tones, with filters cobbled from old rusty bones. The dirt cheap gadget just adds to your stress. For finding true power, it's under duress. So you squint at the dial and you guess and you pray that your bow fag's clean in its own funny way. For measuring precisely with pennies and hope, it's like picking up France on a high windy slope. Is this thing even calibrated?
Okay, is this thing even calibrated?
Radio.
Okay, hold on. Go back here a second.
What's the FCC limit?
Okay, hold on.
again?
Hear this.
Radio.
That's funny, dude. That's really cool.
We had a good time. I was thinking we should come out with another one that's an instructional rap that teaches you how to do proper calibration to make sure you don't have spurs.
Yeah, I mean, the time is ripe for someone to make a rap ballad about testing equipment. There's never been a better time than now.
So, D taught me about how to rap by putting things into Dr. Seuss verse and then making them superimposed with a mental picture of Eminem.
I mean, you always have iambic pentameter too, as well. Like that works. Depending on what your
Exactly.
beat
Yeah.
is. I guess that lines up with Dr. Seuss to a certain degree.
Yeah. So we had a good time. We'll be dropping a new video with Ormu, the Soda Cat, pretty soon. We went out and did a one-pointer today, and Ormu got to explore a cave. So she had a good day.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So what do treats look like for Ormu? Is Ormu motivated by treats, or do you just
she has
Ormu
one
up?
brain. Yeah, she has exactly one brain cell, and it is 100% food-based.
Okay,
So-
that's helpful. That's actually really helpful.
No,
Yeah.
it's great because if you can convince that one brain cell to fire, you're golden. And she will do anything for churro, which is this sort of creamy meat-based cat paste in a tube.
Oh.
And she doesn't like drinking water when we're out, so we make sure she gets plenty of churro, and and then she's good. And if she starts to get too hot, because cats can't sweat, so if you're on a hot peak and there's no shade, you got to keep them cool. So if she starts to overheat, we just spray her down with a water bottle, and then evaporative cooling does the rest.
I feel like when I'm at Disneyland, I'm highly motivated by churro as well.
Yeah, no, I mean, the cat outside is basically a human at Disneyland. She doesn't know exactly what's happening. She doesn't quite understand why it's taking so long. But as long as there's churro and like a water slide, she's good.
Okay. Yeah. I like it. Well, there you go. Yeah. So look forward. By the way, everybody should be following Soda Plus. It is a fantastic channel. He does so much cool stuff. He deserves way more subscribers than he has and way higher views. So everybody go subscribe. Highly recommended. Highly recommended.
You're too kind. Well, thank you, Josh.
Mm-hmm. Thank you for your hard work. And congratulations on an upcoming GOAT. Dude, that's amazing. That is so cool. I know you've been working at that for a while, so that's awesome. Congratulations, man.
Yeah, it's a good community. If you have not found a SOTA community yet in wherever you live, where you're watching this, I would recommend looking around. It's some of the most down-to-earth people I've ever met.
Appreciate you, man. All right, cool. Right on. All right, well, I think we got through the list, right, Frank?
Yeah, worked through the list, but there is that screenshot I sent you at the very bottom of the chat.
Oh, yes.
Our chat.
Oh, yes. Okay, let me go back. So we had a Fortnite Bros. Fortnite Bros had a question. Earlier, I asked for recommendations for a radio for UHF, VHF under 300, 400. Is there an affordable HF radio easy for beginners in that range? Also, any tips for beginners? So there are two, from my point of view, that you should look at. That's the only ones. And by the way, link in the video description will help you out a little bit. It's the Radio Oddity G90. And there you go. So Radio Oddity G90 is $465, so a little bit higher than what you asked for. There's a bundle for $439, which includes the little case and the digital interface.
Josh.
Yeah.
In that comment, he does say UHF, VHF, HF, so he wants a Shack in the Box.
I know it doesn't
like
exist.
the 991 Alpha.
I already answered that question. It doesn't exist at that price point. I already answered. It doesn't exist.
Yeah, okay.
So go join a ham club, get really good friends with a lot of people in the ham club, and then get yourself, what is it, the 706 Mark II-G. Mark II-G. Get a used ham radio that will do it. But, yeah, there isn't anything that will cover your bases at $400 for all that band coverage. It doesn't exist. This will work very well on HF. Very well. With that said, if you want to go cheaper than that, it is QRP Labs. And I swear, it's like every stream we're like, hey, you gotta go to QRP Labs. Get yourself a QMX. Get yourself a QMX Plus. It does all bands. It does all the bands for $125. And you can get the QMX, the tiny boy, for $100. The problem is it's a kit. You have to build it yourself. If you're not willing to do that, they will build it for you, but you will wait an exorbitant amount of time. Like an incredulous amount of time. You can learn to solder and build electronics before this thing will show up. It is crazy. So, there you go. All right. Zarroasted. Join us on the Discord, man. I don't know what to tell you, but you're yapping like my kid. Do you want to join us? Join us. I hope you're getting the right answers to your question, but Jesus. Every time I look up, he's chatting about something. It's like, you can just join us, man. You can talk. We can answer all your questions.
I've definitely been answering as much as I can.
Okay, good.
So.
Good. I appreciate that. But every time I look over, it's like he's throwing a snipe or something. Anyway. Okay. I think we did it. Anybody have anything else they want to mention? Questions, comments? Take them now. Otherwise, I gotta get giddy up out of here.
Couple quick things over here, Josh.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Please go for it, man.
Hey, Rockman Prep here, Colorado. HamCon Colorado has been this weekend. Started Thursday, and it's going until tomorrow morning.
How's that going?
I was able to.
That's Amanda's show, basically. Yeah. How's it going?
Yeah. So first things first, I was able to make a lot of face-to-faces. I was finally able to have a face-to-face with Amanda. Her and I check into the same AriesNet almost every Sunday. So it's really cool to be able to shake her hand and meet a bunch of people. I was actually able to meet Mr. Signal Stick himself. Got one of his antennas for my Motorola. Got a DigiRig. And I met Mike with Orban, the Orban company out of Parker, Colorado. So there's just a couple of things that have happened there. But the biggest news is my best friend, who had nothing to do this weekend. He decided to tag along with me, and we got him his first ever contact on ham radio ever today.
Oh, nice. That's awesome.
Yeah, and I'm a little jealous of him. The Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey Stroke 0 van was up out here, special event setup. They had 7610s in there running HF. He was on 15 meters. I'll put a picture in it of the logs, but he was able to talk from here in Grand Junction, Colorado to Japan on 100 watts, 15 meters.
Oh, fantastic. That's amazing. Good contact.
Yeah, and he also got himself a couple of radios. There was a gentleman who works out here on this stuff, gave him his door prize, which was the Explorer QRZ-1 VHF UHF handheld.
Nice.
Just so he could get involved. And then we also each bought these Quan Shang. There's some sort of Chinese radio, VHF UHF, but they have a receiver that works almost all the way down to 6 meters.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
So yeah, a lot of things have been happening this past week. A lot of cool things. Met a lot of cool people, so that's pretty exciting for my friend here. So we got him on HF. HF was his first contact, and then I was able to get him to check into a local VHF net tonight. So a lot of things have happened this weekend.
Cool. Good job. You're doing a lot of work there. Appreciate that.
And I'm still trying to figure out this whole Elmer thing, because I've been in this only just a hair over 3 years, and now I'm already teaching people.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's kind of what it is, right? Once you learn a little bit more about it, you get passionate about it, and you want to tell more people about it, and that's kind of how it goes. So
exactly. So yeah, thanks, Josh. So yeah, that's kind of all I had for this evening. Thanks for what you do.
Well, I appreciate you for appreciate you in general for what you have done and continue to do, but thank you for watching too. Appreciate that. All right, anybody else? Comments, questions? I gotta go in a little bit here, so I'm finishing up my potion, and I gotta go back to a regular human being, and then I will be doing the podcast for tonight. So, anybody else, anywhere? Let's go. Let's take them.
Yeah, I've got one.
Yeah, go for it.
So I see you always drinking beer on your stream.
Yes.
But I have a question for you. Do you like brandy or cognac? And if so, do you have a favorite?
Okay. Well, so you've caught me most of the time drinking beer, but I've drank a lot of wine and champagne. I love champagne, actually. I like scotch a lot. I've had scotch on the show as well. I like cognac. I am kind of a Remy Martin kind of guy, to be honest. That's
good answer.
Probably from. I'll be honest. I'll tell you exactly where that comes from. I have gone to a lot of Chinese weddings, like proper old school Chinese wedding with a Lazy Susan on it, and there's a bottle of Remy Martin and
at every table.
Yeah, yes sir, yes sir. I haven't had Louis. I've never had Louis, but I've had a variety of very, very good cognac. Remy Martin in particular is probably what I drink most of the time. From a cognac point of view, that is the most common one, is Remy Martin. Yeah. Scotch wise, I could go. I don't know how much time you got. I have thought, I hate myself right now. I have to get away from this. I gotta get off that. My face is driving me nuts. Okay. Yeah, cognac, Remy Martin, scotch. That's a whole 30-minute diatribe on scotches. And then bourbon has probably been my most recent thing that I drink the most of. Is it just like a good bourbon? Oh, Balvenie, that's it. That Adam just dropped. I had a couple of Balvenie 21s, and they're really good. So that's my opinion. That's my thoughts. Does that
Very
help?
interesting. Yeah, Remy's a very good cognac.
The little bit higher quality ones are good. Cognac is an interesting kind of thing. I don't think cognac has the same like gravitas in the States as like a bourbon or a scotch.
Absolutely not.
Cognac is very good. Like it is a very good drink. Like it is not enough people drink cognac. I don't think they respect it enough. It's really good.
Hey, there's more for me.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. So is that the right answer? Did I give you a good answer?
I was just curious if you had a favorite brandy or cognac. I'm a big brandy and cognac guy myself.
Yeah, no, I had a after our wedding, I had a huge supply of Remy Martin because we got some good stuff, and not everybody drank it because it's the duality of like the old school Chinese way of have a big lazy Susan full of like alcohol and mixers. Like that's what the old school Chinese people would do. And we supported that. We put a lot of booze on the table. People got totally plastered by that. But then all the old school moms were running to the bar because I was like, no, we got to have an open bar. And they were running to the bar to get mixed drinks, and they're all drinking, blended margaritas, and they were getting mojitos and all that stuff. And they're like, that's not traditional Chinese, drinks. Didn't matter. Everybody, had a good time, which is all that matters. So
I guess you got to kind of do a little bit of fusion there.
Yeah, totally. But yeah, probably Remy. Remy's probably my go-to. Stable. It's good. It's stable and good. I guess I'll drink some Henny too, but that's there's the Henny doesn't have the same sweetness I think that Remy Martin does. Personally.
No, Remy to me tastes a little bit too similar to a lot of the California brandies that you can get.
On the sweet side, is it too sweet?
Yeah, just a little bit of like an artificial, maybe some grain alcohol flavor.
I can see that. But like the problem is like the most popular stuff is going to be Remy Martin or Hennessy. And Hennessy,
Yeah.
like, those are two separate, like they are bookends apart. Like they're so far apart. Hennessy is not sweet at all. So it's that whole game. Yeah. Anyway.
Tongue-in-cheek / rhetorical question to leave you on a great note here after that. Do you think that we can ever get KAMRD to get to learn networking enough to set up WFView so he can remotely access his ICOM?
Why does he need WFView? He's already all iPhone. He just needs to use SDR Control, the app.
Well, okay, yeah, WFU, SDR for the app, whatever. Do you think we can ever get him to get comfortable enough to do networking stuff to set that up for himself?
If I had a phone call with Mike, it would probably take me 2 hours to set up So, all right, let me go back.
It was slightly rhetorical, Josh.
Let me go back. No, I'm gonna work. We're gonna work through this right now. So I can. Okay, here's the thing. Has he gotten it working on his home network first? Is it working on his home network first?
He's already left the chat, it looks like. I don't think he has. We were discussing it the other day, and he's like, oh, port forwarding, nope, I'm out.
See, that's the problem. That's the problem. Is we shouldn't. Hello. We should not be port forwarding anything. You should have a frickin' VPN. You should have a VPN. You should not be forwarding any. Exactly. Who was it? It was Penguin. Tailscale. You should not be using any port forwarding. You should not be doing any of that. No. So the first thing is, can Mike remote connect to the 7610? If he can, then he saves that as a profile for local home profile. Then he has to set up tail scale or an appropriate VPN setup to be remote, like when he's away from home, away from his Wi-Fi, to be able to connect into his home LAN. That is what you do. You need to do something like that. You can't. Anything else is not acceptable. I'm unwilling to have the conversation about poking holes in network anymore when Tailscale exists. It's too easy. Tailscale is so easy. It's so easy.
Oh yeah, but not everybody is aware of that sort of stuff, and most people know port forwarding. That's why I phrased it that way.
Do not port forward. Go learn Tailscale. Learn it now before I make the video. Do it, because I do have to make that video.
So there you go. That was my wrap up question for you for tonight, Josh. Have a good one.
Okay. Well, thank you, everybody. Oh, I like that. Yeah. There's nothing. You mean you don't still remote your Pi headless? All my Pis are headless. That's all I know. SSH into a Pi or VNC into a Pi. That's all I know, man. My Pis, I think I have more time on Pi completely headless than I've ever had it actually connected to an HDMI and actually connected a keyboard into it. What are you doing? What are you doing with that? That's crazy. That's crazy. That's nonsense. Nonsense. Okay. I think that's it. Anybody else?
Thank you, Josh.
Last call. Otherwise, I'm going to hop on out of here and we're going to go do the podcast. I think that's it. All right. Everybody, take it easy. I appreciate you. Thank you very much for a fantastic Halloween stream. Okay, here's what I want you to do. Yeah, you know what? Yeah. Okay, let's do this. I would like to see Man-Pack portable trick-or-treating. Man-Pack portable trick-or-treating. I will do it. I will do it. I will do it. I'll be calling CQ on my KH1. That's what I want. We're gonna drag radials behind us. We're gonna do Man-Pack portable. While the kids go get candy and all that crap, you can be on your porch and work CW or work whatever you want. I don't care. I want to see some videos. I want to see tag me in videos on Instagram, whatever, of you working Man-Pack portable on Halloween. Doesn't matter what you're doing. It could be a rag chew. It could be making contacts. CW, don't care. Go. That's what I want to see. That'd be great. I love it. Love to see that. Love to see it. All right. So Roasted, you're nuts, man. You're absolutely crazy. I'm going to mute you in a second. Oh, you're going nuts, dude. What is your problem? All right, everybody on the Discord, thank you so much. 73. Take it easy.
73, Josh.
73. Thank you, Josh.
All right, everybody, take it easy, please. We got want you got like a solid week. Got you a solid week. Think about your costume. Go into work and really just dazzle people with a costume. Consider CW operator. That's just you bringing a radio to work, if you think about it. That's all that is. Could be ham radio operator, I guess. Emergency preparedness coordinator. That's just you as a ham wearing an orange vest. Sky's the limit. You got all kinds of places you can explore with this. This is amazing. You with a costume is just you bringing a radio to work. Right? See what I'm saying there? Okay. I'm Josh, KI6NAZ. Have a great rest of your weekend, and I'll talk to you real soon. 73.